high. Top 4 list where legends never die. Video games, movies, sports on the line. Your favorites carved in stone divine. It's all about your top 4, nothing more. Rushmore show kicking down the door. Ranking the icons, the greats we adore. It's all about your top 4, nothing more.
This is a Rushmore show where it's all about your top 4 and nothing more. It's Thursday night. My phone is going off letting me know we are live, and we're climbing another mountain. And this is what we're climbing today. We are jumping into music, and don't go nowhere if you've been here for video games, because we've got some video game guys here. We got a lot to talk about on video game side, but we're going to shift the pages for the next few months and move into music, and then we will move into movies and TV. This week, we are chatting up the greatest alternative bands of all time. That is going to be a tough task, Andy. Alternative bands is some of my... Alternative, let's just say this. Alternative is one of my favorite... What's happening? What's happening? Hello. What's happening? Kevin's in the house. Good evening, everyone. Prime 1111111X is in the house. Augusta Video Gaming Expo is in the house. Hey, send it out. Get some friends in here. We're talking alternative music.
Kirk, I'd be remiss if I didn't say something about you looks different right now. You look kind of like an in-law now.
I am an in-law.
Come on.
Yeah, my daughter got married last week. Sorry we missed last week, but she was out doing her thing. I think she's on her honeymoon still. But Andy, thanks for coming. We had a great time. There's a little short we put out. You want to see a little dancing to Michigan's fight song? You can go over there and see. We danced Mr. Brightside and had a little chat. Man, these things is kicking chicken, dude. So listen, we've got 5 people in the chat. I'll wait until we get a little bit higher, but I'm going to spin the wheel today because last week or 2 weeks ago, we actually broke the record. And Andy, the first time we broke the record, he actually ate a 40-year-old piece of gum, or at least chewed it. And then we broke the record again. I said I would do that as well, but I don't have a 40-year-old piece of gum. So I'm going to do what's the closest thing, a Bean Boozled. And hopefully I'll get lucky and I'll land a good one for this one. But if we break the record again, I'll eat 2 more, right? So I ate 3 today if we break the record. The record is 43. That's the chat. So I'll wait till a few people get in, maybe around halftime, and I'll jump into that. So let's talk music, Andy. Music's your favorite. It's kind of like the bread and butter of. We got connected. I'm a sports guy. I mean, listen, you love sports. I love music, but I'm a sports guy. You're a music guy. We both kind of like video games. We both kind of, we're both ministry. But this is your thing, man. You play drums. You've played guitar. You've played bass. You drop the bass a little bit, and then
yes, I
can barely play a song on Spotify, much less play it in any kind of tune. So today we are going to do top 4 alternative bands of all time. What do you think about all that?
So this we've talked about a lot, and I'm sure we'll talk about it quite a bit tonight. First of all, love music for everything you said. I am very excited about these 2 months of music. Kind of bummed that you gypped me 1 week, but it was for a good cause. It was for the wedding.
Oh yeah, I like that. I gypped you 1 week. I didn't gyp. I didn't pick that.
Well, I got to tell McKenna. I got to let McKenna know.
She
should have planned around that, but it is what it is. No, I'm excited about music. It's going to be a blast for all the reasons you said. Alternative is going to be tough because we're going to have to define what we mean by alternative. In thinking about this and in chatting with you, alternative is basically anything. Because everything
alternative is almost anything that isn't hair metal. It
Yeah,
seems
well,
like.
it's
Hey,
really-
look, wow, 34 in the chat all of a sudden.
By definition, it's anything that's not mainstream and is an alternative to the mainstream, but everything that is alternative to the mainstream eventually becomes the mainstream. So it's like
Correct.
it's constantly shifting, but
Correct. So
we'll talk about criteria later and kind of how we helped ourselves with that. But it's going to be an exciting episode. I'm very thrilled for this one. Like alternative music.
I mean, it is what it is. So let's get this thing going. 22 in the chat. Say hello if you're new around here. Welcome to the Summit Squad. Here is your gift from us, the Summit Squad. And essentially what that means is we are going to climb up a mountain today, and that mountain is alternative music. Let's get our guests out here, Andy. Let's get them out so that we can chat this thing up. I love this topic, but I'm concerned. I'm scared about the topic, to be honest. And so I'm over there in the short side, Andy, kind of talking with folks over there. Let me drop this in there. And we're going to pin that comment, and we are going to send that guy, one of our favorite people, a moderator. There he is. So Augusta, welcome in. So let's do this thing. Top 4 alternative bands of all time. Let's get it. So, top 4 alternative bands of all time, and it's gonna be worth a definition. I'm gonna kind of share a definition for you guys, and we'll talk about it. So, if we break the record tonight, which is 44, I'm going to spin a Bean Boozled and see if I can't. I'll get 2 of them, but I have to eat one at halftime anyway because we broke the record the last time. And then we're gonna play another extra game today. We're gonna do trivia. So let's get our guys out. Welcome to the channel, our first guest. We'll go backwards of how we'll introduce them and drop them. Welcome to the guest, David Bryant. He is the director, curator, and everything great about the Augusta Gaming Expo, the Augusta Video Game Expo, AVGE. Yes, we're going to be there this like 2 weeks. David, welcome in the chat. Welcome in the chat. It's good to see you. Where you at?
Good to be here. I'm actually just left hosting trivia, and I'm here at the place where we were hosting tonight. And we did I work for a company, and we did just a general knowledge trivia, everything ranging from mythology to sports questions to today in history and everything in between.
You got good with your trivia because we're going to do some music trivia later tonight.
Yeah,
hopefully I'll be good with that.
Says the answer is C.
And Owazram, hey, by the way, Owazram is going to be on a panel at the show, Kirk.
I know, and I'm going to help him, man. We're gonna do it together, I think.
Awesome.
Which I can't wait to chat with all of you guys. Hug your necks.
Absolutely.
But man, we're excited to be there. And Andy, Reagan bomb in the house. Drop that bomb right there. Boom. So thank you for being here, Reagan. Saying hello to Pastor Andy. That's our resident pandy. Let's get the other guy out here. Our other guy, MechaOtaku96, Ray Miller. Welcome him to the show.
What is up?
Ray, you have been in the chat for the last few weeks. You've been following us on the socials. It's about time we have got you on this side of the panel. Say hello to everybody in the chat. Ray is still a little behind. Ray, you're just a hair behind. So let's see. Here it comes.
Well, hello everyone. I'm glad to be here. This is actually my first ever podcast being on.
Yeah, no, he's not muted. He's just behind. Ray,
Oof.
like you did last time, you might want to click out and click in while I let David share everything about the. But yeah, I'm going to let David share everything about Augusta Gaming Expo. Why don't you jump back in, and see if we can't catch you up, if that's okay, and we'll get you right back in. All right, so David, you have a big event coming up, year 2 of the Augusta Video Gaming Expo. Tell us everything about it. Tell us everything about what the people are going to find there, when it's going to be, who's going to be the guest, and also share with anything else about your content or anything else that you want to share.
Sure. This is year 2 of the show, and we're just excited as everything. This year is 3 times as larger as last year's. We're looking at 40 to 50 vendors this year. We're going to have guests, including a Wasram, who is on the chat already. Kirk obviously is going to be there. Andy unfortunately cannot be because he's moving in the middle of a big move, and we're praying for that as well. But we're going to have video game historian and Professor Michael Thomason. He was our guest last year and is returning this year. Paul Niemeyer, who did the original Mortal Kombat art for the cabinet and the game. He's also been involved with Pac-Man, Tron, was part owner of Eagle Games as well. We have we have an actor named John Anderson who's going to be there, and we have a few other guests. We got some streamers coming in. Couldn't do this without all of our sponsors and our vendors coming through. Just so excited. Taylor, who y'all had on the show a while back, Crybaby Games is one of our featured vendors. She's a local video game developer, and then we have another TCG game developer and one more game developer who's also going to be there. You'll see video games, comics, toys. We'll have free console play. We'll have free arcade play. We're going to have an Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 tournament because Paul is there. We're going to do that on the arcade machines that we have. We're going to have panels. And Wasram's going to be on the panel. Paul Niemeyer's going to be on the panel. Got a gentleman by the name of Derek Moore, who's a friend of Michael Thomas, is going to be on the panel. Kirk is helping with those panels. He's going to be helping on some of those panels, even maybe hosting a couple for me to help out. And we're just excited. It is March 21st, Doubletree Hotel in Augusta, Georgia. It's right off of 2 different interstates, both the bypass and the mainline I-20 in Augusta. Tickets start at $5. If you want to get a VIP pass, they're $10. And all the tickets, all the info about our guests, all the info about the events we're going to be doing, everything is at AugustaVideoGamingExposition.com. Again, that's AugustaVideoGamingExposition.com. You go to the website, you go down to the bottom. If you need to reach me, there's a phone number and an email, and I'll be glad to answer any questions. You can also follow us on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Instagram at Augusta Video Gaming Expo.
Very nice.
Did that all in one breath.
It feels like it. It felt like it.
Hey, I'm extremely excited to be there. Look, anything we can do, whether it's emceeing, whether it's running games, whether it's doing door prizes, which we love to do. I will have our spin wheel doing some games, doing content.
Awesome.
We'll be playing some of these side games. I'll be going around interviewing people. We love to try and direct traffic to everybody.
Absolutely.
We'll probably run a scavenger hunt or something like that, and then
Speaking of trivia, Kirk, we have someone who's our DJ. He's gonna be he's a guy I work for actually. He's gonna be asking some trivia questions. We're gonna be giving out some prizes, so that'll be a great thing for you to help with.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then also not included in all of that, the Friday after that on March 27th, it's my birthday. There's a local barcade hosting Super Mario trivia that I'm going to be the host for.
Oh man, what a birthday! What a birthday!
So
what a birthday!
When I heard that was coming out, I typed it immediately. Yes, I want it.
Yeah, let's do that. Bryce is in the house over on the
Bryce.
Short side. What's up, Bryce? We love Bryce to death. Welcome on in, Bryce J. Dub. Ray, you're up. Sugar Ray Leonard, man. Hey, Ray, just tell everybody about MechaOtaku. Let's see if you're on time.
Well, I go by MechaOtakuGamer here on YouTube.
You're better. You're better. Keep going.
Everything okay?
Yeah. You're just a
okay.
hair behind,
Yeah.
not
So I So I just make content the best I can, record everything off of my phone, just sharing my hobby, games and anime and other things, collecting and nostalgia. I'm a bit on the younger side than some of the other people in this community, but I feel like I stand toe to toe with them, just based off of my knowledge
Yeah.
alone. And little known fact, I actually do like music, so I'm really happy to be here talking about music.
Hey, so little known fact, Iowa Retro Gamer Dad has been on this show 4 or 5 times, and he is a great fan of our community, and so I'm glad he's here. With that being said, Ray, thanks for being here, dude. Um, Age is just a number here. I am probably one of the oldest even in the community, but I always try not to act the oldest. But I'm super excited for this panel. We are going to have some fun. Top 4 alternative, uh, uh, top 4 alternative bands. Now, here's the thing: we're going to have to define alternative bands. With that being said, Andy, I'm gonna define our alternative bands with the same thing that I sent you guys. But what's gonna really define it is your personal criteria, if you will. So, oh, by the way, if we break the record tonight, which we almost did just a minute ago, I'm gonna hit 2 of these Bean Boozled. We already broke the record once 2 weeks ago, and again 3 weeks back. And I owe the channel one. I'm gonna eat one of those at halftime. Stay at halftime. Stay till halftime, and you'll see me. Hopefully, I get something good. But with that being said, here is your quick definition of alternative music. It is a diverse rock genre originating in the 70s and 80s. Underground, characterized by its non-commercial, indie-rooted, angst, I love that word, angst-driven sound that achieved massive mainstream success in the 90s. It encompassed various styles, including grunge, Britpop, shoegaze. Dude, I looked up shoegaze. I know 0 bands in shoegaze. 0. I'm like, what the? I don't know any of these guys. Shifting towards the brighter tones in the 2000s, often defying mainstream. The origins, let's see, key eras. The 80s via college radio, exploded into the mainstream in the 90s, expanded into pop punk and emo in the 2000s. By the way, we're having a pop punk top 4 at the end of this series. So I don't know how much pop punk you're going to see tonight, at least from Andy and I. Andy might drop some just to get more pop punk in. Who knows? But yeah, that's some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about tonight. Personally, when I get to my criteria, you'll see where I'm going. But let's see where you guys going. Scooby Doo, where are you? Says, is that LSUAL? Usual?
LSU Al.
Oh, LSU Al. That's even better.
It's Israel. He's one of the guys I know.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. If it's LSU Al, that's perfect. That's perfect.
No, it's Israel. It's tournament visual.
Israel, of course. It's not LSU Al. Dang it. Did I hear pop punk? Chris Reed in the house. Yep, pop punk is going to be in about 4 weeks. I think it's 4 or 5 weeks. Speaking of that, I have a video to show you guys here in a second that will show some of those things. Now, with that being said, Greg, you're up first. The very first one, we call it Rosie. Rosie's number 4. It's your 4th favorite alternative band of all time. It's not the 4th best. It's your favorite. And that goes because we have a criteria. And the criteria is important because if you know anything about this show, it's not the GOATs, although it can be. It's your GOATs and why they are your favorites. If you're a sports guy, Tom Brady's always the guy I throw a dart at because I don't like him. But he's on many people's mountains. He wouldn't make my mountain. He wouldn't make Andy's Mountain. I did a top 10 the other day, and Tom Brady still wasn't in my top 10 of quarterbacks. That's not saying he's not one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT. He's just not mine. And so the criteria is important. So, Ray, before you start us off, tell us a little bit why you're picking your list this direction, and then give us your Rosie. And Isual, I'm going to send you a moderator. You're up, Ray.
So, for me to define alternative bands, like the choices that I went with are kind of oddball because I do tend to listen to a lot of music from outside of America, but some of the choices that I came up with, they are primarily like English speaking bands. So I kind of went with that. There's a couple of my choices that have to do with nostalgia. I've heard some of their songs growing up that are linked to some parts of my childhood, so that's why I went with them. So with that, my very first choice is a band called Cryoshell. Not sure if any of you guys have heard of that.
No, I've not heard of that.
But they are from the Denmark area. And the first time I actually heard of them, the first song I have ever heard from them is from back in 2008. It's a song called Gravity Hurts. And it was used as the theme song for Lego Bionicle that year. And that's kind of how I got into listening to them, was just because they were associated with Lego. And that was one of my biggest things growing up.
Very nice.
And they were contracted by the Lego company to produce a couple songs. And then they have a more recent song that came out called As Above, So Below that I listened to. And it does have kind of that same nostalgic feeling for Bionicle, because that song was actually produced for a Bionicle fan game.
That is awesome. I don't know this band. Andy, it sounds like you don't know him. David, do you know this band? Denmark.
I do not.
Yeah, I'm excited to be stumped tonight because I'm usually pretty much on top of the game when it comes to music, but I haven't brushed up on my Danish bands in a while, but I will have to check them out for sure.
Iowa's got a great pick coming in with the Smashing of Pumpkins.
Funny story, and we may mention the band later, but let me just say this, put this factoid out there now about Smashing Pumpkins. Do you know that they're not called Smashing Pumpkins because of the act of smashing pumpkins? Smashing Pumpkins means like the British, like that's smashing. They're very excellent pumpkins.
Excellent.
Takes a lot out of the band for me. After learning that, I was like, I don't know, lost a little, still like their music, but lost a little.
A trivia factoid.
And we're going to do some trivia later, so maybe maybe you already answered one of them.
I have an answer in the bag for a question about the Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
trivia is good.
So I could throw y'all a question if y'all want to hear it.
Let's get a little preview of something.
The lead singer for the Smashing Pumpkins is Billy Corgan.
Yes.
He now owns what wrestling organization? Professional wrestling organization.
I didn't know he was into wrestling. Is it let's see. Let's throw a dart. TNA.
No.
That's what I was going to say.
TNA is owned by Anthem Sports.
Yeah, I mean,
William Patrick Corgan purchased the National Wrestling Alliance. The
really?
NWA.
NWA?
Yes. So the NWA, which used to be a territory-driven wrestling organization, he now owns the National Wrestling Alliance.
Wow.
Are they going to have rat in a cage matches?
What did Dusty's old match that they run in WWE now? War Games.
More games. Dude, that's awesome. That is so good. I love this. Man, I don't know the cryo pick. It would say cryo shell. Andy, I think I'm gonna get educated a little bit too. So what we were saying, David, how old are you?
40. I turned 44 on March
Yeah.
27th.
Perfect. So I'm 40, almost 48. You're 44, 36, and 30. We're going to have a wide range here of where we're going. But I do think there's going to be some 1979 themed pay-per-views would be amazing, especially if he starts out, wee. No, just kidding.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Iowa Retro Gamer Dad, for the 1979 themed pay-per-views.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. All right. So, David, you're up.
Sure.
So,
All right, so
this is Rosie, but before you do, drop your criteria, what you're thinking. Rosie.
sure. Some of this is songs I've listened to, nostalgia. Some of this is stuff that that in the end of the night, especially in the Benjamins, we're gonna see, like my daughter was into, because she introduced me to some bands. Some of this is older, and some of this actually has connections to home as well, as far as a favorite. So I'm gonna go to a band where on October 1st at midnight, I always call my daughter. The song's called When September Ends, and the band is Green Day.
Nice.
So we do this with each other. We did it while she was in college, and we kind of try to continue the tradition, even though she's a teacher and goes to bed early. But it's always, the phone call on October 1st at midnight. Hey, at the end, September's ended.
Hey, so fun fact, I've been to Green Day 2 times. The first time they were just annoying little brats. The second time they hated the United States with a passion. I actually love Green Day. I talk about it a lot in video games. When I play Secret of Mana, there was something about that Dookie album with Secret of Mana playing at the same time. It just was on repeat. And I'm not picking this one today. It is a long ways honorable mention, but to me, this one fits in another genre later in the year.
Yeah.
And not because I don't think it's an alternative. It is. And actually, I'm going to talk about my criteria in a second. This is a fantastic pick. I also had the drummer from Green Day on he was my Rosie of drummers back in the day. So I love this band. What's up, Showed? Welcome in the house. Number 4 just picked is Green Day, and Ray picked Cryo Show. Ray, do you like Green Day at all? I mean, is that something that you like getting into? He's not muted, by the way. He's just behind.
Yeah, that's a really good pick.
Yeah.
I've listened to quite a few of their songs.
If Kevin's still here, Kevin, you hanging around? Hanging around. There's a little.
Yeah, I think it has something to just do with my phone and my connection where I'm at.
You're good. You're good.
No
Kevin,
worries.
if Kevin's still hanging around, Kevin actually introduced me. There he is. Kevin actually introduced me to the album before Dookie. I remember going to Kevin's house when he lived over behind the fire department over on Robert Road with Marcus, and he had the Paper Lanterns CD, or we had the Paper Lantern CD. I don't remember. It might have been me, but I remember listening to it at Kevin's house. And then I ended up purchasing it because I love it. It was kind of their
I like
first.
this pick. Green Day is a
Great
fantastic pick, and I'm glad you said it because I'm trying to so Mardi Gras just came up, and I ran into David Finn at the Mardi Gras parade in Covington, and we were talking about the upcoming pop punk episode, and I was like, man, I bet I can pick Kirk's top 4, and I feel like just wait for 4 or 5 more weeks, and you'll hear about this band again for sure. I think I have
This, without a shadow of a doubt, is on it.
I think I have your top 4.
All 4?
I maybe not, maybe the order, maybe not, but I think I've got your 4.
Okay, I might shock you.
I hope so. I hope so. But I would be surprised if these 4 were your 4. Anyway, this is a good pick. Green Day is great. Basket Case still, when that song comes on, I mean, yeah. So, do you have the time to listen to me whine? Such a great song.
Do you have that time?
Great pick. All right, Kirk. So you are up, man. Get us started with your alternative.
Listen, so here's my criteria. It's simple. It is simple. When I think of 90s, I think of when I think of alternative, I think of the 90s. So I am kind of zooming right in there to probably a 90s focus. I know it started 70s, 80s, kind of. It's the alternative of the heavy metal, alternative of the glam rock, alternative of the mainstream hair metal type stuff. But when I think of alternative, I think of my high school years, which we also have coming up top 4 album or top 4 songs that reminds you of being 17. That's my senior year, so that's the 90s. We're going to be in the 90s a lot this year for me, but I kind of landed there. And what I kind of imagined was Seattle-style grunge alternative mixed with the post-grunge clash, right? So that full-on 90-ish to 99, there was what was on what we would call back home 2 channels, 106.7 The End, and 97.9 CPR was kind of like our alternative rock type station. And if it came on those, I'm probably thinking about it today. Number 4 was extremely hard for me, guys. I'm going to be honest. Number 4 was hard. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 bands 100% that I wanted to find its way in here. 106.7 The End, man. The Infest was one of my favorite. In back CPR Fest. If they were at Infest or CPR Fest, I'm probably thinking about them today. I tried to take anything post 2000 off, but there's great in the post 2000. I'm glad. I am kind of glad that Ray, you're here, but I don't know if you're picking Denmark. You're probably not going to pick those post 2000s I'm thinking of. DJ Wise, working by but stopping for the hellos. What's up, James? That's his government name. Batman in the house. Thanks for being over there on the Twitch side, FYI. By the way, if we break the record, James, tonight, I'm going to eat some bamboozled, so don't go nowhere. Help that out. Hey, Marcus is in the house, Destination Switch. We're talking alternative music. Marcus, I don't know if you like alternative music, but we're going to have some fun tonight. So, my number 4, again, I'm looking at 4 bands, trying to figure out how to fit them in there. But we actually have already talked about my number 4. I'm crushing with Iowa, and I'm going with those Smashing Pumpkins. I am going with the Smashing Pumpkins, dude. And one of the reasons is I love the 1979. I love what he did. You know what also has really got me on a Smashing Pumpkins is Billy Corgan's new-ish podcast. Dude, I am hooked. Whenever he has a guest, he puts out these shorts. But he talks about just being in the music business. He talks about with other musicians, and I can't get enough. But as far as albums go, he is got a unique sound. Him personally, as Billy is a very great vocal, unique voice, and the hits for him were high hits for me. I felt like they just were really awesome, and they, for the most part, kept their 4 guys, but they had a couple alternatives that kind of jumped in and out. But their main guys, like I love James and DRC and Jimmy especially. It's just a great band. 1990s for me. They really launched their first album in 91. So this is a whole 90s thing. And my favorite one, Melancholy and Infinite Sadness, that was my junior year, double CD. I got it right there in that case, and I listened to it quite a few, and even Siamese Dream is such a great one. I'm going with the old Smashing of Pumpkins. And I didn't know that was a thing there, Andy, and I almost was like, dang, I might need to take it off. Here's a quick fun fact, though, for you. Fun fact, Billy Corgan actually played most of the guitar and bass parts himself on Siamese Dream because he was chasing perfection in the studio. And he kind of refused to allow that to kind of go on, which was pretty cool. I'm going Smashing Pumpkins.
I love this pick. What's happening here? We go. There we go. I love this pick. This is great. Smashing Pumpkins are just really, really good. Tonight is such a good song.
Yeah.
Dude, every time I hear that song and watch that music video, it immediately I'm back to my childhood. I like a lot. I like what's the song that man, what is the I'm gonna blank on the song. I gotta look it up.
So one of the great stories is that one song that's kind of just gibberish, and it's got a weird name, but
yeah. So Zero is the song I was thinking of. Zero is a fantastic song, and then Cherub Rock is so good too.
So he wanted to do 1979, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to do things like that, but they wanted him to do the other stuff. And he talks about he's like, my best song and some of my best work was this, but the recording studios wouldn't call me back for that. They called me back for this. And he's like, I did this as kind of a tongue-in-cheek, make fun of the record company and the what people really want on the radio. But this, like I was saying, perfection is what I feel is more of a masterpiece. It's just really cool. Just kind of listen to him talk shop. But yeah, my number 4, my Rosie, Smashing Pumpkins. I love it.
I love this pick. What do you guys think about Smashing Pumpkins?
Love this pick. They're a great band. Actually, what's funny is on my trivia pre-show playlist on Spotify, "Bullet with Butterfly Wings" is one of our songs that I play sometimes.
Yeah, that's the one. So "Bullet with Butterfly Wings" is the one that they want to play all the time, right? And he wants to do more like a 1979, or vice versa, if I remember correctly. But it's between those two songs and how they're two totally kind of in a different range. And one was like radio, kind of making fun of everything, which I think is the Bullet for the Valentine. And then the other one is like, this is a masterpiece, and I never got called back for stuff like this. It's kind of fun. Yeah.
Ray, what you think about Smashing Pumpkins? You like them?
It's coming. Here it is. Man, you are way back, Ray. It is a long ways back.
I've heard of them, but I've never listened to any of their music before.
Yeah, well, if we wouldn't get copyrighted, I would say let's just turn some of that on.
Yeah,
right?
That's the problem with music. In video games, we like to show clips of the video games, but it's just we can't do it with the music. We're going to get dinged every time. But what I will do
doesn't help that it's pouring down rain outside, and that kind of messes with signal.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. You're good with that. We're not upset at all, as long as everybody's patient. Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is probably tomorrow, I'm gonna put together a Spotify playlist of every episode that we do of music, with some selections from that, and we'll post the link on our page.
Dude, that's a perfect thing to do.
So you guys can go listen to just through our,
We're gonna have a little Green Day, a little Cryo Shell, and a little Smashing.
So I'm writing these down so that way I can make our playlist. What I'm going to ask you guys, the guys that are on here, is send me like 2 songs, just 2 songs from each of the bands that
Two
you
from each. Okay.
and
And then if it gets a Rushmore, we need 2 different songs.
Yeah. So just give me 2 songs from each, but you can do that at a later time. But we're gonna put that together. That will be out this weekend, if not by tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Great albums from the Pumpkins all around. Thanks, Shode. Hey, so Andy,
Yes.
you're sitting in the big chair for music, so you're finishing us off. What is the Rosie for alternative? Drop us a little bit about what you're thinking. I know you were kind of telling me your criteria, and I love it.
Yeah. So here's what I did. Alternative, I kind of mentioned in the beginning, it's very hard to define. Is very loose term. It's not even, I wouldn't even necessarily call it a genre. It's just a place where the band finds themselves at a time, and kind of where the music industry finds itself at the time too. So in a general sense, alternative is what is alternative to the mainstream at the time, right? So whatever you are currently hearing in the mainstream, the things that kind of go counter to that are what's considered alternative for the time. Now, that's so broad because music is constantly changing, right? So what was alternative at one point kind of becomes mainstream at a certain point, and it kind of flips back and forth. And so that's where this gets kind of hard to define. What I did when my criteria is I said, hey, I'm going to take the bands that at their inception were either intentionally different than what everybody was hearing, or they just happen to be kind of a one-of-a-kind band. What's interesting is some of these bands that I'm going to list tonight have lasted, actually every band that I have on here lasted multiple decades and kind of consistently were considered alternative in whatever decade they were found in. So these are those types of bands. These are the bands that I'm like, man, if you hear this band, they are totally alternative to everything else in the sense of no one else sounds like them. You've heard of all 4 of these bands. So I'm not doing anything like coming up with something crazy that you never heard of. You know these bands, but they're alternative. Either they were pioneers of it, they've just kind of been away from the mainstream for quite some time. Now they get radio play because, like I said, alternative, it kind of becomes the mainstream at a certain point. So, and like you said, Kirk, some of those stations that are specifically to the alternative side, the 106.7 The Ends or whatever rock station you may have that's out there. The other crazy thing is that alternative it's not just rock, right? Kirk, we were talking about this earlier. There's alternative folk music. I mean, there's everything is alternative. So it's like putting this in a box.
Alternative rap is the one that I was like,
alternative hip hop is a real big deal too. And it's actually really kind of the hip hop that I enjoy. So all that to say, I know I'm nerding out, and I'm knowing because we said music is kind of where this is the bread and butter for me. So with all of that said, my number 4 is a band that I think out of all of the bands that I'm going to mention tonight, nobody has ever sounded like them, or I even think attempted to sound like this band. This band was really cool because they were founded with the idea of being alternative in the sense of, I don't want to sound like any other band that's out there. They were the anti-mainstream band. I think they even consider themselves like an anti-heavy band, right? Like they were totally against loud guitars and all of this stuff. They wanted to be so against the grain. And the second you hear this band, at least for me, I'm transported back to the 106.7 The Ends or the different alternatives.
Man, I think
brought to this place. And
this explanation has me leading into somebody. I hope it's them.
I'm just going to start off by saying some lyrics for you. Reluctantly crouched at the something in time. The green light flashes, lights play up, burning and turning. They yearn for the cup. I'm going with Cake, dude.
Cake. Oh my gosh, they're not on my list today, but they're so good.
This band was almost my George, but again, I have to rank them in like what they meant to me personally. This is just a fun band. Cake is so fun. I just, going the distance. That's kind of their big, I guess, hit.
It's going the distance.
Well, my favorite song by them is "I Want a Girl with a Short Skirt and a Long Jacket." Long jacket, dude. This band is so cool. So many of their things it's such a unique sound. In fact, their founding guitarist just passed away pretty recently, nobody else sounds like them at all. They have so many cool hits. They have great covers. They cover "I Will Survive." They cover "War Pigs" by Black Sabbath, and they do it in their Cake version of it. Very, very cool things to go listen to if you haven't heard those before. But man, this band is just cool. Like they're so alternative. This is the band that I thought of when the alternative kind of got brought up. So I'm going with Cake. One last thing about Cake, I'll say, when I grew up and I was going to college in Hammond, we went to this Mexican restaurant, and there was always a mariachi band there on a certain night of the week. And this mariachi band would come and they would play a Cake song called "Perhaps, Perhaps, Perhaps." It's not a big hit of theirs, but in mariachi style. I mean, this was like, I wish I was making this up, but it literally inhabit. They would play Johnny Cash and do all that kind of stuff. They did like non-traditional mariachi songs, but I remember them playing "Perhaps, Perhaps, Perhaps" by Cake. Peak experience. I'm going Cake. Also, great band name, but there we go. That's my rose.
Dude, so far off of left field for me. Great album cover. We're doing album covers later in the year. It's kind of a fun one, but yeah, I love the fat guy in a little coat, man. I mean, it's just these guys are funny, great lyrics, but they're kind of like they kind of remind me of like a modern day Monkees, if you will. They're just silly. They're kind of just being themselves, having a good old time. And yeah, it's a great band. Great band. I enjoyed that first album. Well, I don't know if it was their first, but their first mainstream one, I guess. The one with the pig on the front and Go in the Distance and all that was on it. I had that one, so that's a good album. You boys like Cake, not chocolate cake, dude.
This didn't hit my radar at all, but it is something I remember. So
there you go. All right, I love
She's Going the Distance, which that leads me into reminding of somebody else, Andy. I'm thinking of a couple other two-hit wonders that I always think of when I think of Cake.
Hey, Ray, I'm interested if you know this band. I know you're kind of not as familiar with like Smashing Pumpkins, and this band's kind of around that same time frame. So, you guys, do you know this band? Do you have any memories or any thoughts on Cake?
My name is Mud. My name is Mud. Yeah, I love that Primus pick.
I wish I had memories, but I really don't.
Of Primus? Or of Cake?
No, of Cake.
Oh.
Ray, I don't know if Ray heard me or not.
No, but the name of the band is definitely making me hungry.
Dude,
listen,
hey, that's why I was kind of talking, because I knew it was coming, but man, it's a long jacket. Yeah. I can't believe you don't remember Cake, David, or it's not hitting your bells, but Cake is a dude. The lead singer to me doesn't even look like a musician.
Yeah,
he's a very he looks like a frat boy or something. You know, it's just funny. He's hilarious. Good picks all around. Ray, you're up. Ray, you are at your number 2. Well, while you're starting to talk, just start talking now, and we'll catch you up. So Primus hit the bass, the slap of the bass of Primus. Dude, he was on my my list for sure. Here we go. Coming in hot. He's talking.
See them. Yeah.
Doom, 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 doom.
So,
doom.
my number 2 is going to be probably the most mainstream choice, and that is well.
Who is it?
I would have put this much higher, but there was a couple other bands that kind of beat it out. And for my second choice, I have to go with Fall Out Boy.
Nice.
One of my best friends several years ago introduced me to them, and there's a few of their songs that I really enjoy. Like one of them is Immortals, which was used as the theme song for Big Hero 6. Then there's one of my favorite songs from them is called The Phoenix, and that's from their album called Save Rock and Roll. And then they have another song called The Last of the Real Ones, and then there's Centuries. There's all sorts of different songs. They even did a cover of We Didn't Start the Fire from Billy Joel.
Yeah, they did.
Which I really enjoyed listening to that version.
Man.
That's probably going to be the most mainstream pick that I have.
Fall Out Boy. So my niece
Boy
was a huge Fall Out Boy fan.
Fall Out Boy just fell into the Benjamins for me. Like, literally, it was the first pick of mine in the Benjamins.
Wow. Like, it wasn't even on my radar.
And that band was introduced to me by my youngest daughter, who likes Fall Out Boy and a couple other bands that may or may not come up tonight. We'll leave those as surprises.
Okay.
Spoilers perhaps for later. But the song I actually liked was another cover they did featuring John Mayer, was Beat It.
That's
Michael Jackson song.
Fall Out Boy's great. It's just, to me, I don't know. To me, it's a whole different genre, which is weird how this alternative thing is going. So, yeah, it wasn't even on my radar. Not because they're not great. They weren't on my radar because of the topic. But
I would agree they are 100% alternative. I would even argue that the music that I don't like.
I completely forgot about that cover.
Yeah, the music that I don't like as much from Fall Out Boy is more alternative. Their newer stuff went more alternative. They kind of went a different route. I love early Fall Out Boy. Sure, we're going down, but even like Dead on Arrival and what's the other one? Oh my gosh, why am I blanking on this one?
Going down.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto.
Sugar, we're going down.
Grand Theft Auto is my favorite song by Fall Out Boy. Go listen to it. It is 100%. If we're talking about songs that bring me back to 17, I'm not sure if this makes my list because of just all the other ones that would be in that list. But this song is one that I belt out all the time. Where is your boy tonight? Yeah,
Thanks for the memories.
Yeah,
Memories is a good song. Funny, there is a company. That
going down and
yeah. There is a company that makes T-shirts for like new moms. That's like all pop themed. That my wife got some. But one she didn't get was a Fall Out Boy themed one, and it said "Thanks for the memories."
Sorry for the interruption. That was my dad that shoved an apple in the camera.
Yeah, I love that.
Was it missing all the vowels?
Yeah, no.
Thanks for the memories.
They're
just say thanks for the memories, and I probably should not say that. But.
Oh man. Well, I mean, when I think of, so if I'm introducing Fall Out Boy to my list, dude, my list just blew up to a whole nother side. Yeah.
So they're lit.
It's coming.
Thanks for the memories. Thanks for the
lead singer of Fall Out Boy, Patrick Strump.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the lead singer of Fall Out Boy, Patrick Stump, he also got into voice acting not too long ago.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
didn't
love
even know
that. That is a great. That is a really good pick. Fall Out Boy. Love that. David, we're going to move on to you now for your TJ Jazzy Jeff. Who's next on your list tonight?
Yes, the TJ Jazzy Jeff. We're going, as people are fond of saying, across the pond for this one.
Okay. All right.
And there's two mainstream songs by this band. One's called Wonderwall and one's called Champagne Supernova. It's Oasis.
I love
Champagne Supernova
in the sky.
I love this.
Hey,
pick.
so this, yeah, tell us about it, and then I'll give away a little something from uh, the green room of the Rushmore show.
I just thought these were, I mean, to me, it encompasses an alternative, softer style that you don't always hear in the alternative rocks or alternative pop scene, and it's a completely different than your Green Days or Fallout Boys or Smashing Pumpkins. It's a much different sound, and that's why I like Oasis.
I love Oasis. I always, just if you haven't heard it already, I always kind of throw a bone or a hint of something I might be thinking of that's probably on the Benjamin side for me that I might not get to by the music I pick for the Instagram post. And Bittersweet Symphony was the choice. Listen, this is a fantastic. This whole genre of side of things, the Oasis, Verve, all that. To me, they were like that other side of alternative, which was fantastic. And they're almost all those type of bands are sitting on my Benjamin side. And so I'm glad you're picking this because it was good. This is the other half of that 97.9, the other half of that 106.7, the end. This was the other stuff they played. And I love it. I love it.
And it's great because it was so different from the rock side of alternative.
Right. Yeah,
you got this really softer side that really tuned in almost emotionally for some people via their lyrics, their instrument choices, their music, speed, tempo, keys, and things like that. The way they sang their songs, and the way they wrote their lyrics. I thought it was a perfect opposite side to the alternative rock scene.
So good. Oasis is so good, man.
I was gonna add them to my list, but the more I thought about it, I said maybe.
I said maybe.
But honestly, those are great too. Those Champagne Supernova and Wonderwall, those are great songs. But I love "Don't Look Back in Anger." I think that's one of my favorite. Probably my favorite song by them. But I mean, you can't go wrong with it. It's a great pick. Love Oasis. They were kind of that band though that got derailed because of ego. I know that they wanted to be the Beatles.
There's several pictures I remember back in the day of the lead singer kind of looking like John Lennon. Yeah, I remember that.
Sure.
Was that Liam? What's his name? Gallagher. Liam Gallagher. Is that his name?
Liam Gallagher.
Yeah. So, I mean, good pick. Oasis, though, they got some classics and some bangers there.
Very much some very big classics.
Yeah, Ray, have you heard of the band Oasis before?
I believe so.
Yeah, there we go.
Right on time.
Yeah, look, no delay there. There we go. That's
it could have also been my earbuds, but these things need to be charged, so I took them out.
Well, there you go. Yeah, so Oasis, man. If you haven't heard about them, man, check them out.
Dude, Oasis is great. It's great.
I know there's a store that I've seen that has Oasis, and I have heard of them. I just don't remember any of their music. And so I'm kind of glad to be on this, hearing about some bands that I've heard of, but just never really gotten into. So I might have to check them out.
You're educating us too. I'm gonna have to check out Cry's show whenever we get off of here for sure.
Yeah.
DJ Courageous. What is happening from the purple side of place? Come on now.
Hello, sir.
So we are music, and we are leading off music, DJ Courageous, and this is our music month. DJ Courageous is going to join us the next round of music, and he's going to be on here. Go check out his stuff. He kind of does a lot of EDM Christian stuff over on the Twitch side, but it is a fantastic. It's a good hour or two. I could sit in there and lurk, and he just mixes it up. He's doing a great job over there. Go check DJ Courageous out. Fun stuff.
Hey, Kirk, did you just say EDM music? That's funny. I've been listening to a lot of that genre lately while I'm at work.
It's on a lot of it's on the Christian side. Some of this, dude. Speaking of that, DJ Courageous, some of that stuff that you were playing the other night, I really want to hear more of it, and I need to know who those bands are. I tried to screenshot it, and for whatever reason, it didn't come out. So I need to get some of those names from you. Because, dude, they were awesome. One reason I wanted to share them with Andy, because I know he's always looking for new stuff, especially with the youth. These would be great early stuff to open up a ministry with, Andy. It's really good stuff. Anyways, I'm going to jump in, finish this first half of the mountain. David, we lost you.
You're not gonna
I'm right here.
I still got to finish. Remember?
Oh, you're not done. You're not done.
But Kirk goes and then I go. Remember, you go, then I go.
I'm right here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm going.
I know. You just said you were finishing off the first half. I thought you meant like you were.
Oh yeah. No. Well, I meant like get this thing going. Yeah. I was like, wait a second. I didn't know that. I'm not last. Is what I was. Anyways,
we're good.
We meant the same thing. So I've got a Spotify playlist with all that. Dude, shoot it our way, please.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. And thank you guys for being on the purple side. We are, if you are on Twitch, guys, if you could switch over to Twitch, go follow us. We are just the average watch, 3 per show or whatever from being an affiliate. So if you guys go watch over there, we'll probably get affiliate within a week or two.
And I actually just got a Twitch account, so I'm actually streaming on Twitch, but I don't know how to get that.
Yeah, the algorithm is crazy. Twitch is hard. Hey, but let me jump in. Man, this one could have been 4. It could have been 5. It could have even been 6. It was one of those 4 that was kind of fighting for 4. But I love this band. This band's one of my favorite bands of all time. Gosh, they're so unique. When you go back and you talk about greatest musicians of all time, the first year that we did this and did music was our first series. We did greatest singers of all time, bass of all time, drummers of all time, and the greatest guitarist of all time. 2 of the guys of this band made it on our show in 2 different spots, which is awesome. They've been in movies. They're all over. They're a mix of funk and punk and rap. Everything from California, baby. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Listen, Flea was on my bass, slap at a bass. Chad Smith, which is not the original drummer, but he took over kind of going after the 1988 death of Hillel Slovak. He jumped in, Chad Smith, for the Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic. And that's one of the greatest albums of all time. But it's not even probably their best album. If you look at musically standpoint, it's my favorite because it reminds me of my high school times. But a little while later, with the Californication, Scar Tissue, and all of that stuff, Roller Coaster, just amazing. You talk about alternative, they're all over the place. One of the greatest bass guys and drummers in history. I don't care what anybody says. They are phenomenal. I actually have a sticker for the Red Hot Chili Peppers that is in the Rushmore style that's going to be on our Redbubble because I love them so much, and I know Andy loves them so much. Chad Smith is one of Andy's favorite drummers of all time. He learned how to drum because of Chad Smith, so I might not be shocked if he might be over on Andy's side today. But, Under the Bridge is like my high school theme song. Dude, like listening to that song is just amazing. And, like Kevin says, still never got to see them, me either. But Anthony Kiedis, so cool. Point Break. Come on, man. Point Break. Anyways, I'll let you guys talk. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Oh, one of my favorite things, Andy, that you always send me are those little memes That one where they're dropping the peppers on the guitar, and the drops the red one is like great stuff. So what do you think about this pick? Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Obviously love this pick for everything that you just said about it. So I cannot argue at all in the slightest about this pick. What do you guys think about Red Hot Chili Peppers?
There's no argument.
Yeah.
They were on my Benjamins for sure, but there's no argument that they're one of the top.
Ray, you like the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Do you know them?
Not really.
You don't like them, or you don't know? Oh, he doesn't know them. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't know them.
Ray, do you know them, or you just don't like them?
Nope, he's muted. Are you muted?
I'm muted.
No, you can't because he clicked.
Oh, he muted himself. Ray, you got to unmute yourself. There it is.
I'm sorry. I
There we
didn't
go.
mean to do that.
Hey, we're like, you finally got it fixed, and now he mutes himself.
What? So you don't know them, or you don't like them?
I'm just not a big fan of them.
Not a big fan. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. We'll take it. We'll take it. Hey, David, Marcus, coming in hot. This is like top line news right here.
Always.
David, do you want me to still come down for the con?
And
Destination
the answer
Switch.
is yes, yes, yes. And just in case I was not clear about it, yes.
Hey, and Marcus, make sure you bring a new basketball jersey. I mean, this dude's got more jerseys than anybody I've ever seen.
Marcus, you record and everything. If you record, bring your camera, bring your stuff, and get some footage while you're there and have some fun.
Of course. Hey, Marcus, let's do a short if you come. Let's do a video. Let's collab something.
I'll have some fun with y'all while I'm walking around.
Come spin my wheel. That sounds a little Red Hot Chili Peppers. Destination says Marcus says he likes the peppers. So yeah, I like it. Slap of the bass, my man. All right,
That's a great
that's
pick.
the first half of the mountain. Just kidding. Andy's up. Andy. Hey,
Kirk's not used to not going last.
well,
I know.
I was kind of gonna mess with him that time, but
It's
Andy,
tricky.
who is
Ooh.
who's
TJ.
number 3?
Yeah,
Who's TJ?
so, I'm going to the 90s. Staying in the 90s where I'm at here. But again, not sort of kind of echoing your type of mountain here, Kirk. But when I think of bands in the 90s that are just completely unique, they don't really fit into one specific area. In fact, when I was looking it up today, and I was like, what are they considered? And it's like pop rock. Rock is what they say. It's, again, such a broad thing. But when they had a narrower kind of definition of what they were, and they were considered nerd rock. So I'm going to go with Weezer.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because listen, Weezer was who I thought you were talking about for Kate.
Yeah, I'm going Weezer, man. Buddy Holly, the Sweater Song. I mean, I will say this. We've talked about this. If we were to ever do Rushmore of just music moments, like just not necessarily a solo, not necessarily a vocal, not necessarily a riff, not necessarily just a moment in music, that might be the best moment in all of music. Like that and Phil Collins' Phil in the Air Tonight are the 1 and 2. I mean, it's just there. But I love Weezer, man. Weezer is just such a unique band. They were constantly kind of redefining their sound. Rivers Cuomo, I mean, it's just a fantastic songwriter. I love the music videos that they did. Again, they were just kind of like an all over the board, just great band. But man, there's a myth out there that the Blue Album, which again, the Blue Album, the debut album, that's the one with Buddy Holly and all these other hits that are just classics, right? there's a rumor out there that I saw that he wrote over 700 songs before selecting what tracks were going to be on that album. And there's been like diehard Weezer fans out there that have been searching for those songs. But man, I love Weezer. There's not a band out there that sounds like them. I have distinct memories of riding on the school bus and putting the Blue Album on my portable CD player. And
I love how we call it the Blue Album. It's wildly called the Blue Album.
Yeah.
The Bud Files in the house. Hey, Jesus is King, D8. Shout out to Eli. Whoever Eli
What is
is.
up, Eli?
What's up, Eli? And I love your name, Jesus is King, because that is the truth. Bud Files, thanks for being here. Dude, Wings are so amazing. I love that we call it the Blue Album. What were you going to say? Finish that statement.
Yeah, I was just saying, I mean, they're a great band. That's kind of always.
All right.
Also, real quick, because I love the Muppets too, they do a lot of stuff with Muppets. They have
they do.
They keep pushing video, but they also covered, I believe they covered Manamana. And
Manamana.
What a
Banana.
great song to cover. What a cool one.
I'm still reeling from COVID in 2020. I wanted to see Green Day. My wife wanted to see Weezer, and my daughter wanted to see Fall Out Boy. They were all going to be in concert in Atlanta at Truist Park, and COVID happened.
Dude.
No, here's what they did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They didn't do Manamana. Someone else did that. They actually did. I can't believe I didn't mention this. They covered Rainbow Connection with Haley Williams from Paramount.
Oh,
dude.
Your girl.
Yeah.
Hey, so David, I got a similar story to that. I had tickets to two of my favorite bands of all time. Both of them, depending on the list, were wildly considered to be on this show tonight, and I don't think either one of them should be on this show tonight. But it is a thing, and I'll share that in a little bit. Dude, I love Weezer. Awesome. Ray, you lost your hat. Do you like Weezer?
I took it off because it was making my head itch.
I'm just playing, but
yeah, that's actually a really good choice, Andy. I've heard some of their songs, Buddy Holly, the Sweater Song, even their cover of Africa, which I didn't even know it was a cover of Toto song Africa. I thought Weezer was the one that did it.
Wow. Oh, so you thought Toto was covering it? That's hilarious.
Yeah, I thought it was the other way around.
Weezer's cover of Toto might be on a Rushmore of covers that have ever been done.
So we've done a Rushmore of covers, and we didn't mention that, but it could be. Hey, but Andy is going on record as saying that
hold on,
Rosanna is a better song.
Rosanna is a better song than Africa.
It's the best.
It just is. But that's my
He's on record. He's been on record many times. I always thought it was. Wait, Iowa says, I guess it rains down in
Can we have a Rushmore of misheard lyrics?
Oh, that's a good one.
Dude, hey, let's do it. David, you're in. Since you nominated it, you're in. Next music, you're going. We're doing misheard lyrics.
That would be every song for Kirk.
Yeah, well, I mean,
oh man, that would be
his Rushmore.
That would be a good one for me.
I'll have to ask my wife. Oh, look at this. This is
look at the religious fanboy.
Number one. Wow. See, but
those are some good choices for that guy's top four.
So I love all four of these bands.
That's a good top four.
All four of these bands. They're all on my honorable mentions because I would have them in another show. All four.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They fit another show for me, but obviously Weezer.
But they are alternative. I agree. They're just great. Misheard lyrics. Informer. Yes. Licky boom boom down. That's all I know.
Is it mishearing if I don't know what he's saying at all?
My favorite is when there's a good comedian. There's a good comedian that kind of does a bit with the misheard lyrics. I love watching that stuff. Hey, we're halfway.
Oh goodness! You said that. Now the name escapes me. There's a British comedian who also does it.
Yeah, we're halfway. So Andy, last week
Oh
Last week,
I got a full screen you for this one.
yeah, last week I licky boom boom down. Last week we broke. Not last week. Last week my daughter got married. Congratulations to McKenna and Ethan. I wish I had the speech out there. I would put that as a short for you guys. But the week before that and the week before that, we broke the record. 3 weeks ago, Andy ate a 40-year-old piece of gum. I was going to do the same the next week and couldn't, because I couldn't find a 40-year-old piece of gum because we had thrown them all away when we opened the pack of cards, not cigarettes. My goodness. My goodness. Pack of cards. But when I was out, I thought, man, this would be a good idea. If we're going to spin the wheel of death and whatever it lands on, I'm going to eat some. I'm going to eat a Bean Boozled. If we break the record from here on out, I'm going to eat Bean Boozled. And it smells awful. I don't remember them smelling this bad. I thought they were like masked, so you don't know. These things. What are the options? Here we go. Cappuccino or liver and onions. Pomegranate or old bandage.
Ooh.
That's gross. Toasted marshmallow or stink bug. This is top banana or wet dog. Juicy pear or boogers. This is the one. I don't want this one. I've had this one before and it sucks. Strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish. I've had that one before and playing this before, and I don't like it. Berry blue and toothpaste. That one's not too bad. Licorice and burnt rubber. That one's not too bad. Oh, this one's another bad one. Peach or barf.
Yeah.
And one more. Tutti Frutti or stinky socks. So I'll do it this way.
We're going for dead fish. We're going for barf. That's the two that I want.
Stink bugs.
Let's see.
I feel like stink bugs doable. Do they have wet grass? Did I hear that one or no?
No, that one's not on this list. But that one used to be. It's stink bug, old bandage, liver and onion, stinky socks, barf, burnt rubber, toothpaste, dead fish, boogers, or wet dog.
Do we have access to a drum roll by chance?
Oh, I have a drum roll. Give me it's bongo drum roll.
That's fine.
So this right here is where it's at.
Thank you, Andy.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And the winner is.
Oh man. Of course, it is dead fish.
Yes. All right. Very excited for this.
Man,
I'm turning red. This is so good.
one of my YouTube friends tried the dead fish one, and it almost made him hurl.
So that one's got to be barf. So dead fish, wet dog, and barf look very similar.
No!
I think it's going to be
The office
this.
is called.
I think it's this one. I think.
All right. Heart's beating very fast.
All right, here we go. Oh. That is awful. At least cook the fish, for goodness sake.
Call the police in this segment. What's happening?
There's going to be a huge difference between cooked dead fish and just flat out dead fish.
I like dead fish. I mean, if you think about it.
I like dead fish when they're cooked.
Same here.
All right.
Fresh.
Audience,
If we break the record, I'll do two more.
wow.
All right.
Where are we right
Put this
now?
video out there.
The record is 43. We're at 18.
We got
the
up.
record
We
is
got to 28 at one point. So
Well, we were at 34 for a quick blip, and then it fell off. 34 was the highest we've had today. So
if it just at one point gets to 44, then we're we're going another bean booze.
Oh my goodness. It's still lingering. It like the cranberries, it's
Which
lingering.
will be mentioned.
Hey, so let's talk. Real talk. This past weekend, we were at, or 2 weekends ago, I was at Louisiana RetroCon. Great convention, hanging out with Davey. Here's the amazing poster by Robbie Musso. He does posters for all the conventions back home. Get a really cool poster. It's awesome. This one's that Flipper dude's in the house. Yeah, exactly. But a couple. It's hard for me to think right now. I got it still in my teeth. Couple things. The creators. My goodness. Christian Creators Directory is a book that has over 140 of our Christian creators. Matter of fact, David Bryant. I think if you're not in here, you should be, at least with the Augusta Gaming Expo and everything. Because you are, yep, here it is, right there. Augusta Video Gaming Expo, David Bryant. It is in here for being a Christian creator. You can pick this up at deadfish.com is where you can pick it up.
Don't try that website. We haven't tested it yet.
Don't give that. Hey, that website might be real, so you may not want to give that one out.
We don't.
Right here is where you can go. You can go there and find this. And also, I dropped today, right before the show, week 11 of the video game devotional. Really great read that you can run with your family, with your kids, especially if you're a video game family. Let's see, what was on today's? Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Contra 3. I know that was 4 of them that I did for this week. Go check it out. The devotional is free on this page right here. And let's share our friends. Iowa's here. Let's share Iowa. I am going to be on the Retro Rewind podcast this Tuesday doing Cocoon. So let's do Retro Rewind podcast this next Tuesday. And let's share our coffee while I go rinse my mouth out.
Yeah, let's do that. So you said Retro Rewind.
Oh, and by the way, I'm going to be at the Augusta Video Game Expo. You'll get to see all of our amazing stuff. We'll have our booth, hopefully booth set up, ready for you guys to come spin the wheel. Come get on the show. We'll film you. We'll have a lot of fun, and it's going to be a blast.
Hey, who are we shouting out? Retro Rewind, and who else?
Iowa. Iowa's in the chat.
Let's do it.
Every other week, join the Retro Rewind Pod as they travel back 15 or more years along the entertainment space-time continuum in their mission to review movies and games, establishing what is still worth your time today. Expect fun banter and trivial insights from Francisco, Paul, and rotating guest hosts who are all out of time.
Let's face it, at-home coffee can be pretty stale. Coffee at home doesn't have to be boring. The Village Coffee is here to deliver the flavor. The Village Coffee roasts coffee every week and sells online. Go to villagebeans.com to order your coffee today and use discount code RUSHMORE for free shipping.
Zach, the Iowa Retro Gamer Dad, brings heart, honesty, and heat to retro gaming, collecting, and pack ripping with his son. From tackling addiction and mental health to calling out scalpers and celebrating nostalgia, this channel is where real talk meets real fun. Follow the journey at youtube.com/@Iowa Retro Gamer Dad. And also follow along on Instagram and Twitch.
And just like that, we got a gift.
Right on time, Iowa Gamer Dad drops a gift bomb. A new person is a member of the channel. Let's see who got the gift. The winner of the gift. Oh, James, are you still here? James, DJ Wise, are you still here? You did not win our channel from you did not win from Iowa, but your wife did. Books with Crazy Lady B is now a member of the channel. That is amazing. Thanks for the gift. It's amazing, guys. If you want to be a part of us having a video for you, you can check out our Patreon, which you can find in our link tree. You can also do it here on this channel and join. As long as you are a George member, we will do a video for you. Now, one thing I will say, since I was gifting them, if you re-up for yourself on a second month, we will do a video for you. Speaking of that, Andy, we have to do one for Davey. He is going to be on the show next week, and he's the next one for them. So we need to drop his next week, hopefully. With that being said, let's get back in the show. Andy, while that thing was going on and I was trying not to puke over here, we did get up to 22. That is awesome. So you're up, Ray. MechaOtakuGamer, you're up. It's your number 2. We call him Link. Here's a softball pitch for a band right here, but oh, there it was. I just burped it up. That is horrible. You're up, Ray.
So for my Lincoln,
this channel is to a new height now.
What did he say?
No, go ahead. I was talking about the barf.
Oh, so yeah, for my Lincoln, this is going to be a bit of an underrated pick, and this is one of my more recent favorites, and it's one that I tried to get my friend into, and it is a band called Walk the Moon.
Yeah,
They have a couple of songs. It's leaning a bit more towards like pop music, kind of like alternative pop. But they have a few of their songs on my Spotify playlist, like Lost in the Wild, Shut Up and Dance, Anna's Son, and Kamikaze are like my top 4 from them. And I really enjoyed listening to it. It kind of almost reminded me of like Maroon 5 at the beginning, but then it kind of evolved into its own thing.
I love this.
And I honestly really enjoyed getting into them and discovering. Unfortunately, they are on a indefinite hiatus, so no new music for foreseeable future. But they are a bit underrated, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So listen, I love this pick. Again, not even on my radar. But if you want to see Andy and I just shut up and dance with us, go to the short from us on at the wedding. But dude, that's a fun song. And
It's a fun song.
yeah, it is on the popular side, but yeah, not even on my honorable mentions. I wasn't even thinking about this one. Actually, I don't know that I know any other song except "Shut Up and Dance with Me," but that song is a banger.
Yeah. No, that is one of those songs that is like guaranteed to get white people up and dancing.
Yeah, that is a topic we need to talk about. Which songs get white people dancing? And we can answer one right here.
Cam needs to get in on that one.
Dude, did you see he was on that country show, which has like 430,000
He's blowing
subscribers?
Blowing up.
Yeah, he's growing up, man. Do you like this, David? I hear you cheering.
Oh yeah, this is great. Shut Up and Dance is actually on my trivia playlist, as I just commented. It was one of my daughter's favorite songs as well. But this band was for me as well. I wasn't even thinking about this band, but this is a great pick.
This is a cool pick.
I was actually going to choose a completely different band until I realized that, wait, I actually know and enjoy like way more songs than the other band that I had.
I love it.
Yeah, good pick. Love this. All right, so David, we're up to you now. Your link. Where you going?
My link. My goodness. probably, again, a more mainstream pick, but tons of good songs, especially when you're talking about all the small
things.
things.
I mean, well, yeah.
And in the end, it's Linkin Park.
And right there's a softball pitch. You got a little link in for LinkedIn.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wish I had my trivia board on right now. I could give you the badum.
Yeah, man.
But
So tell us about Linkin Park.
Linkin Park's just a great bunch of musicians. You get a few different styles within the band itself while within the same song, and they make it mesh very well. And they have some good bangers out there.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just a band I can listen. I can just plug on and listen to.
Yeah, I love this pick.
This band is the reason I had to change my criteria. I'm like, my goodness, if I put Linkin Park, then where does the limit stop? Because Linkin Park is, if they're not on my Rushmore of favorite bands of all time, they're number 5 or 6. I mean, they're like right there. I love this. Like Flipper Dude saying, which that's Steven saying the first album is incredible. Chester Bennington is incredible. Story is incredible. Amazing singer. But along with several of the just tormented souls of music. Another tragedy, man. Another, just it's unfortunate, but great music and some of my favorite
on our
music.
way to RetroCon, and I put Hybrid Theory on, and I said, Kirk, I don't know the amount of research that would have to go into this, but I don't know if we make it a Rushmore. But when I think of unskippable albums, Hybrid Theory is unskippable. Every song on that album is just perfect. I love everything about Linkin Park. Now, again, much like a lot of the things Kirk said, the reason why I'm not going to, and just spoiler alert, not going to mention them tonight, is because there's other genres that we've talked about wanting to do that they're absolutely making the list of. And so I kind of went a different route tonight, but I just love it. This is just fantastic. Nothing wrong with that. I remember learning every Mike Shinoda lyric that I could.
And look, we're talking about underrated bands. Underrated members of a band is Mike Shinoda.
Is Linkin Park. I mean, it's
because he didn't get nearly what he should have gotten. Executioners, dude. I love the Executioners.
Oh, there are a lot of backup singers and backup players on bands who are probably better musicians, and especially better technical musicians who are trained, versus the more famous counterparts who are on stage and on the front and the limelight and everything. I think those people make the bands better than sometimes what you see in the forefront, because they're the glue that holds everything together.
Yeah.
Oh god. I'm just thinking about my next pick. Sorry.
I thought you were thinking about that Flipper Dude's comment just now.
Really shady the way we lost him, but this is not a conspiracy.
No, but really shady the way we lost him. But
this is not the conspiracy show.
Yeah.
Mr. Hahn.
Yeah.
Dude, the whole reanimation, like them and Jay-Z, that album was just crazy. Meteora, like you said, fantastic album there too. So I love this so much. Great pick. Kirk, let's see what you're laughing about. What you got going on with you?
All right, my next pick. I don't necessarily line up with them. Actually, I don't line up with most of these guys politically. I actually went and saw this band.
Yeah.
I actually went and saw this band because I was working the concert, and they famously burned the American flag on the stage, and a picture of our president at the time. But the reason I was laughing, the reason I was laughing is because there are several memes out there for this band, and they're all hilarious. And he says, on a wheelie on a wizard of a whale, and Nicole Nana said Nana won't wanna see Nana won't fall again. I'm going with Pearl Jam, man. I'm going with Eddie Vedder. There's so many funny things. This one here, I can't even say it. But I'll let you guys read it. Look, right here. This is what I was laughing at. When Eddie Vedder said, on a wheeler, on a witsia way. But I'm going with Pearl Jam, Seattle music, again, grunge, kind of the birthplace of that whole thing. But that, you talk about unskippable albums, 10 might be that for me, with Alive, Jeremy, Even Flow, Black. Then you had the Versus album with Daughter and Animal, Vitalogy, Given to Fly. There are so many good songs. They were inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2017. What's really cool is the only reason that Pearl Jam kind of came about is because another band called Mother Love Bone kind of broke up, and because their singer died. And then, Eddie has been in Temple of the Dog. He's been in all kinds of stuff, but Eddie Vedder is a strange individual as a person, but yeah, I love this band. When they were out as a kid, Pearl Jam was it. That 10 album could put on, and I would just let it play and play and play. And such a storyteller. Listen, we're talking storytelling songs later. There might be one or two from this album or two. Just a great, yeah. I'm going with Pearl Jam, man. Pearl Jam.
Yeah, this is a good pick. I will say though, that's a band to me. Now they certainly have bangers and great songs that I just never really got into.
Yeah.
Love the song.
That Last Kiss that's what I'm talking about, Iowa. Oops, I hit the wrong one. That song right there is my goodness, it's so good. Yeah.
That's a haunting song.
Talented.
Listen to the original though, because that's a cover song.
Yeah.
The original song is so haunting because it's like a 1950s, 60s song.
Right.
Like it's just as creepy and weird, but that version of it is.
Yeah, the fact that we got Vedder and Cornell together and it didn't work out for more than what it did is.
And Eddie Vedder was like, Pearl Jam wasn't even around when that song came out.
No.
Like, it's just crazy to me.
Yeah. Going hungry! Yeah, dude, that's a great banger. Pearl Jam is, when you said alternative, this is what I automatically think of. And then go into all the other stuff. This is why I'm not picking things like Fall Out Boy and Linkin Park. They're just not in the same ballpark. But the idea is like alternative is supposed to be alternative. I'm still burping up this dang. That is wild. I'm still burping it up. Anyways, I hope there's some good ones in here. Anyways, the 50s one was fast paced and weird, says Iowa. Andrew would have been the next big thing. You think so? So I'm guessing that's, with Mother Love Bone. Did you like Mother Love Bone, Steven? I remember 10 before Teen Spirit, which started it all. Yeah, I agree. 10 was such a great song. Jeremy was such a great song. Anyways, David, Ray, what do y'all think? Pearl Jam?
This was on my Benjamins. It's a great band. There's so much good music that comes from them that you can listen to. You make a whole playlist just of their songs, and they can be all from different albums. They can all sound different. They all resonate. They're all good songs.
Yeah, I agree. Ray, it doesn't look like you liked them. I saw the nod of the head.
Yeah, just another one of not really my cup of tea, but more power to you. I'm not.
It's all good. That's the whole point of this. That's the whole point of the show. And I knew we would have disagreeing facts, but because we are 17 years different. So like this was my high school, and you're rocking your high school, which is great, which is awesome. That's what makes this so awesome. Lots of great songs with Pearl Jam. Yeah. So Andy, who's Link for you? It's not Linkin Park. You done told us.
No.
Is it Blink? Is it Blink?
No, it's not.
No. Blink. Let's see. Is it? No,
it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work out. Okay.
Yeah, this one is okay. So my top two are definitely the most, I think, personal to me as far as just like for development of music taste and just kind of things and nostalgia and all those different things. So number two, I'm going to go with this band. Many people may, like when I say the band name, like not jump to that they're an alternative band, but we have to realize that they're absolutely alternative. There's not a band that sounds like them. They're at the time when they were coming out, they've been a band that I believe has changed genre or kind of like changed their sound, but in a healthy way, not like in a selling out way, but more in a like experimental way. And they've done totally different things. This is a band that, man, has just been a part of my life for such a long time. And I'm going Kiss. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. I'm going to go with the other band that I thought was a member of my family because of my mom, and I'm going.
Oh yes,
I'm going U2. U2 awesome. Is one of. I mean, and they're kind of a band that, in the same vein as like a Nickelback, gets a lot of hate. I think because of the Bono whole side of things, but man, every album I feel like that U2 put out is a different genre or different kind of take on the alternative. There it is. All right, we got some applause. There we go. But I love Rattle and Hum when they kind of went like folk rocky kind of a little bluesy and that stuff. Joshua Tree. But then you go to the 90s and they start doing Achtung Baby and they start doing all of these kind of pop album. They had an album called Pop. And then you have like, you know, the newer stuff, but you go even back and they were kind of influenced by Velvet Underground or the
Triple H.
But I will say this: The Streets Have No Name is great, but my favorite song by them is I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. It is just a beautiful song. I love this band. Edge, the guitarist, is widely.
He was on your list.
Widely considered to be the most influential guitarist for the modern worship guitar sound, with all of this delays and different pads and things that go on that. I think that Blue Sky is a great song. Big Bloody Sunday. If you're going to go some old school ones. I mean, dude, the metal band Sepultura covered a U2 song. Like, I mean, they just write good music. They have this stuff with B.B. King that's out there. Even their newer stuff, you know, I wasn't as big of a fan of it, but they have, in a healthy way, kind of moved with the time and always been ahead of it. They've never kind of got stuck in a moment. That's actually a really good song by them. But they never kind of got stuck in a corner with how they sounded. They were always redefining themselves. And it's been the same four members, which is just, I mean, for as long as they've been around, to have the same members is just kind of unheard of. So I'm going U2. My mom raised me on U2. Again, thought Bono was my uncle. That's
dude, I love U2. I know that's one of your favorites. They were not they were in my honorable mentions, but they weren't in my wheelhouse back in the 90s. I started liking them more in the 2000s, kind of looking back. I'll tell you what really turned on. You kind of heard me maybe say it. One of Triple H's comeback from the knee injury or whatever he did. The Streets Have No Name was the theme song for that video for like 2 months. Mm-hmm. And I just remember that pretty ideally. And they had so much good music. Bono's iconic. Bono is iconic for his voice. It's great stuff. It seems like Iowa loves him. He says he's like an angel. And David, which he's about to talk on this, I think, said, never thought U2 as an alternative band, much more soft rock pop band. You guys below, tell us all about U2 tell us about U2.
Oh, I love the U2's music. I just never thought of it as an alternative band. Man, maybe that's just because by the time I got into YouTube, they had become so mainstream and so knowledgeable, and their music really fit the era of what they were doing. I would have never thought of them as an alternative band, but if you look back and think about the music they were doing at the time, it makes perfect sense. This is a great pick and a great band to have.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you, Ray?
I'd definitely say great pick. I don't recall any of their music, but I've definitely heard of them over the last couple decades.
Yeah. Yeah.
Iowa says they did a lot for communities, raising money. That's
They are, you know, Christians. Some of their views are a little bit different than what mine would be, but again, they're still, you know, they're very positive people. So, love this stuff.
Nice.
Irish rock, man. Come on.
Irish rock. That is great. That is great. Well, let's get into this. This is the George, the number one. Man, what is the best alternative band of all time, Ray? Ray, you're up. Number one.
Oh,
George.
yeah. Sorry about that. So yeah, my George, this one. This is definitely going to be the biggest oddball pick because they don't even sing in English, but I do consider them to be a bit of an alternative band because they mix different genres to kind of make it sound different. But they did the theme song to one of my all-time favorite video games, and it is one of my favorite songs. The song is called Karma, and the band is called Bump of Chicken. And they did the theme song for Tales of the Abyss on the PlayStation 2.
Nice.
And they've done other songs. They have one for a mecha anime on Netflix that I really enjoyed. They have one for a music video for Pokemon. They are well known in like the anime community, but their music is like some of my favorite. I really enjoy listening to their music. I have several of their songs on my playlist, and like I said, Karma, which is my all-time favorite from them. They're a Japanese rock band, but they are my George.
I love this pick because the band name is great. I've never heard of them though, so I'm gonna
say the band name again. Hot Chicken.
Bump of Chicken.
Bump of Chicken.
I love it.
Hey, so when he was talking, Iowa posted this. What does it say? I was hoping for Rammstein. I was going, du hast nicht. And I was thinking the same thing, Iowa. That's the only one that could come to mind right immediately. And yeah, or the Who.
They would probably make the Rushmore of industrial metal, but I don't know if we're going to do that.
Yeah, well, there's a couple industrials that were on my list today. And I'm like, man, I don't know. But I don't know this band. I do not know this band at all. Bump of Chicken. I'm about to listen to it. I'm gonna do my first listen here. This is my reaction. Bump of Chicken, right?
Live reaction. What'd you say?
Live reaction. Bump of Chicken. I'm not gonna play it out loud because we get whatever. Bump of. Oh, these guys are
gonna get a bump of.
They're like
copyright.
They're like K-pop. Hold on. Yeah, they're from Japan, so they're J-pop.
J-rock.
J-pop and rock. Let's see. Video.
Bebop and rock.
What's the name of the best song? What's their best song?
Karma, which is used as the theme song for Tales of the Abyss.
Okay, I'm gonna come to Karma. Here we go. And if it's in a video game, a role-playing video game, I'm gonna love it. Andy would hate it. I know. Here we go.
Yeah, it's a role-playing game.
That's why I haven't heard it.
Well, that's the commercial. That sounds hideous. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
I love ads.
Yeah, pull that away from your speaker a little bit there, Kirk. We may be dinged a little bit, but Anyway, cool pick. I'm gonna.
Oh, I like it.
You're educating me on this, so it'll be on the Spotify playlist tomorrow, people. If you didn't catch this, I'm putting together a Spotify playlist with 2 songs from each of our top 4 bands.
Yeah,
So
definitely Japanese.
fun. So
Yeah, this I will have to listen to this. I don't know anything about it.
yeah,
For fans of the band and for fans of like JRPGs like myself, when you hear Karma, you'll instantly know what game it's attached to. That's like one of their more iconic songs.
nice.
This is like fun. We need some Cam J. What did he say?
Hold on.
Hold on. What did he say? Dude, it's got 44,000 views.
Come on now.
Come on now.
That's a small town in Japan.
All right, man. This is a good pick. I'm glad you're here, Ray, because this is you're bringing some eclectic. You're educating us, and you're embracing the other side of alternative. I love it. So there is an alternative to alternative, though. And David, I think you're going to bring it. What's your George?
Well, tonight it has to do with, and this is not by any means the best, but this is representing my home state and its flagship school. There's an old band called from the University of Georgia that would be considered more punk pop in the alternative world. And the name of the band is REM.
Good pick. Good pick. I was sitting in a corner, and I was waiting for someone to pick.
You in the corner, but are you in the spotlight?
Yeah.
I'm losing my religion.
Happy people.
Dude,
In the place where you live now.
I will say this. REM has more hits than I remember. Every time I go to like look up an REM song, I was like, dang, they had all these songs. They did all of this.
They are probably, when you look at it, they're one of the most the pioneers, I would say, of the alternative scene. Because REM goes back so far. I mean, early 80s probably. And they really kind of defined that whole idea of alternative, because you really can't pigeonhole them into a certain genre. They're REM. They're their own thing. So I love this pick, man. I really do. I will say this. I was never like a huge REM fan, but I respect this pick. I like the band.
And I agree. I was never a huge REM fan, but their hits are great. Like, they never sung something where I was like, turn that off. That sucks.
Man on the Moon is a great one. The one I love. Everybody hurts.
Oh, dude, that song is
and I think they hit that because they probably, even more so than Oasis, as a band, they have one of the most unique sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Stipe's lead voice, the mandolin, the high-pitched mandolin, along with the bass, it being just a small 3 or 4 piece band, and it's a very unique sound when you use high guitar or mandolin versus a regular acoustic or electric guitar for your sound.
Yeah. It's the end of the world. I mean, that's a cool song.
It's the end of David Bryant as we know it.
And I feel fine.
They started in 1980.
80. There you go. I said early 80s. That's about as early.
College rock, folk rock, alternative rock, jangle pop, and post punk.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's so funny. You guys just listed
2011 and then back again 2024 and 25.
What were you saying, Ray?
You guys just listed like 2 songs that I've heard of, but I never heard of the band themselves.
Oh,
but I didn't even know who did it. Like End of the World and Everybody Hurts.
Yeah. What does REM stand for?
Oh,
Rapid Eye Movement.
Rapid Eye Movement.
Radio Free Europe. That was their first album, 1981. Yep. Man, there was some good music back then. Yeah. Wow. Good pick. Good pick. Michael Stipe.
Definitely a good pick.
Yeah.
Couple
Also,
of iconic songs.
Hootie and the
Definitely.
Blowfish. What's the song? Let Her Cry. There's it's talking about how like Bob Dylan's her favorite singer, but Stipe's not far behind. So there, he's mentioned in a Hootie and the Blowfish lyric. So there you go. How about
Flipper Dude is on the same page as me. There's so many subgenres. It's wild. Andy, you ever listen to Frog Leap Studio metal covers? They did one on The End of the World and a lot of other 80s music.
that? I'm doing it. Yeah.
Kirk picking Soundgarden next, which is probably the greatest.
I don't think he is. I don't think
The greatest singer of all time is Soundgarden, but well, second greatest singer.
But
No.
where are you going for your George? That's
Yes, Kirk. What's your George?
I don't know where I'm going. There are still 4 more really good bands that need to fit in here somewhere, and they're all have not been mentioned. I mean, there's only real one answer. It's freaking Nirvana. I mean, come on. Smells Like Teen Spirit, baby. The only reason they would ever not be number one is because he died such an early death and he didn't have enough of his library. But the Unplugged for Nirvana is just massively underrated. It's the best Unplugged out there back in the day. Lake of Fire. Oh my gosh, what a great song. The Heart Box. Just there's so much good music. Hear it again. Again, I said I'm gonna do Seattle '90s grunge mixed with post grunge, which basically you've got Chili Peppers, you got Smashing Pumpkins is on the back side of that is Pearl Jam and Nirvana. This is what I think of when it comes to alternative music, and this is what started for me. Obviously, grunge is its whole other sub genre, and what's funny is, Andy, when I typed in grunge, there were like 5 bands that I knew, and they were called like the Kings of Grunge. And then there was like 100 bands under that, and I didn't know a single one in like the top like 60. Because after those 5 bands, it jumped in the mid 90s to that pop, more of a pop sound, like say Smashing Pumpkins, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and all that started to go and ramp up. So yeah, Nirvana's it, man. It has got to be it. It was the only one on my right. So when the alternative part was mentioned, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure grunge lands in this. And then I was thinking, I'm not gonna pick any grunge because we'll probably do grunge. And then after I realized there were only really 5 albums out there that I would want to do, I don't know that I'm ever gonna do grunge. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't like anybody past those 5. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put some of those in here today. So there it goes, grunge. And let's see, that and my George, Alice in Chains were the best unplugged. Alice in Chains Unplugged is really close. It absolutely is. Hey, Andy, you ever heard that band Alice in Chains?
Never heard of Alice in Chains.
Inside joke. Nirvana killed the 80s hair bands. Yes, they did. And it is wildly, hey, by the way, David, it is wildly said that Kurt Cobain shouts out that REM, Michael Stipe, was one of their biggest inspirations to the alternative movement. So yeah, there goes that. So Nirvana.
Couple things. You took a Benjamin. You took my 5 away. I had a feeling it was going to be gone.
I had a feeling.
But second thing, it was mentioned up there. They did reopen the case, and I think I heard that
It was murder.
It's ruled a homicide now.
It is.
So
I saw that.
Interesting that and
That I think it was on Hulu documentary on that.
Dude, that was a good documentary.
It was fascinating. Oh my gosh! When they're up in the what's up, Mariana? Welcome in, bud. Mariana was a student of mine. He's now off into middle school. Mariana, tell everybody hello for me, man. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Hey, Mariano.
Yeah.
Rivera?
Dude, that would be sweet. Now, David and Ray, you two tell me about Nirvana now.
Any thoughts on Nirvana?
I haven't really listened to Nirvana in a long time, so I don't really remember any of their songs, but they are definitely really iconic. And if my memory serves me, I believe they started, or like they formed close to where I'm at.
Where are you from? The Seattle area?
Yeah, I'm in the greater Seattle area. I'm actually north of Seattle.
So
Right
did
there,
Pearl
Seattle.
Jam too. I mean, that's where the grunge started, dude. I was right there in that Seattle area.
Yeah, because
Sorry,
I know,
okay.
Kirk, you've mentioned Seattle music a lot.
So
Yeah.
I mean, that's where grunge started. I mean, that's kind of the hub. So I think "Smells Like Teen Spirit" is the first guitar riff people learn.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hey Anna, welcome in. Hello, and low key middle school is bad. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. I told you all that. Grunge and Starbucks. Yeah, Seattle's best. Hey, so
Yeah,
David.
as I've gotten older, I've kind of started listening to music outside of the country.
Yeah. I totally dig that. I dig that. David, Nirvana, was it close?
Very close. It was 5 or 6 on my list.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, that's how close it was. The 4, 5, and 6 ones were the hardest for me to get to.
I'm worried. I'm worried about Benjamin's.
And they
I
could
am
have
worried about
been.
Benjamin.
And they could have been one day. It could have been Nirvana. One day it could have been Green Day. One day it could have been Weezer. Any of those, just depending on where my mood is.
One day it could be Buddy Holly.
Yeah, exactly.
Mary Tyler Moore. Who knows? I love this. And then also out of Nirvana, of course, you get Dave Grohl, and we get everything else that has brought to the music world. So
what's up, Mecca from Jacoby or Jacob Yamuchi? It's either Jacoby Amuchi or Jacoby.
That's Jacob Yamuchi or Yamuchi. He's from the RNG Gamer Discord.
Hey, look, Mariana's shouting out. Mariana says, I also have a YouTube channel, and low-key, your class was so fun. Thanks, bud. Hey, so we'll drop your channel in here, Mariano. If this is your channel, that one couple, is that your channel? If so, I'll have people go and sub you. So if that's it. Or is this your parents or something?
yeah. So
anyways.
Good pick, Nirvana. Love that.
Good pick.
Great to see you all in the chat, guys.
So here, Mariano, I'm going to moderate you, just like we always do with good people. We moderate, and then you can share your channel in the chat. So there you go. It's coming. So all right, look, Andy, are we gonna make it without a Rushmore? I feel like I got to get a button ready. Am I getting the button ready?
Well, you don't have to get it ready, because I'll get it ready.
We're finally gonna have one.
Where was I born, Kirk? In California. Of course, we're going the Chili Peppers, man. It was no doubt Anthony Kiedis, Chad Smith. Chad Smith, like you said, one of my favorite drummers of all time. He's just super fantastic. And maybe they had something to do with Pokemon Snap. I don't know. We'll find that out. But yeah, for everything that we said, man, the funk and punk and rock fusion that is Red Hot Chili Peppers. Listen, Flea on the bass. Do yourself a favor and go listen to the first album. Now, I know Chad Smith, not drummer at that time, but listen to the original Red Hot Chili Peppers and don't have just a blast of a time. I mean, it is just some of the most fun music that's out there. Very like mixture of like 80s pop with the funk, just it's a gumbo. We love gumbo down here in Louisiana, and that's what the Red Hot Chili Peppers are. And then you again, kind of like I said, I feel like every iteration of Red Hot Chili Peppers has been alternative, right? They've been kind of, again, you hear them on the radio, you hear the mainstream kind of side of it, but they've always been their own thing. I love how they've kind of reinvented themselves over the years. I love how, I love the the 90s classic stuff, but even the stuff that has come up recently, like all of that stuff is great. I have a personal tie to them. I've shared this story plenty of times, but when I learned to play drums, the album that I would listen to and try to play along with was Californication. And I would play it on the little portable CD player. I'd put it on my floor tom, and I would try to play along with Chad Smith. And Chad Smith, that was kind of the time when I realized that he is, and once you actually listen to him and start to play what he plays, it is so much more intricate than what it sounds like at face value. When you actually just get into it, guy's got such a feel for the drums. I know we're not talking about just drummers tonight, but I love that. And I also love the Chad Smith and Will Ferrell beef that went on. That's always super fun.
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, Bring Me the Horizon, by the way. Just so you know, Mariano, great pick. If that's awesome that you're picking Bring Me the Horizon. I'm assuming you are. That's awesome. But yeah, I am gonna go with. Oh yeah, there you go. Mother's Milk. Go listen to Mother's Milk. Great album. But there's a lot of really good old stuff. I do yourself a favor and listen to the whole catalog of it. I mean, Roller Coaster of Love is great. I love their cover of what's the Stevie Wonder song? Till I reach the higher whatever. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on it. Anyway, it's from the Power Rangers soundtrack.
Yeah.
The Higher Ground. That's
Stadium
it.
Arcadium.
Arcadium is a great one. I mean,
Yeah.
No, I was listening to Snow today. That guitar little riff is so fun.
Bring Me the Horizon's awesome, Mariano. Great pick. Way to be. Mother's Milk is cool. Stadium Arcadium's fun. I love Steven's picks. He's right on point with what I think's happening. By the way, Mariano, I dropped you a bone, which is the wrench, and you can drop your channel in here and people can go follow you if you're doing something. I remember seeing Real Men Don't Kill Coyotes on, dude, I just burped up Dead Fish again, literally, on MTV for the first time when I was a kid. Anyways,
that's from 1984 was their first album, by the way. Wow. And they helped Keanu Reeves in Point Break. Get Up and Jump is a great song, dude. I mean,
I love that. Hey, so we've already talked about Red Hot Chili Peppers, so we don't even need to talk about them too much. But do you have anything else to add, David and Ray?
Oh, Red Hot Chili
Not
Peppers.
really.
They're awesome.
The Zephyr song all day. Every time I think of the new album, roll up, that whole thing, I think of Beavis and Butthead, man. It's just the Beavis and Butthead movie. Oh man.
They have a song called Cabron, which is a great song. It's like, I don't know if anybody's ever really listened to it, but it is such a good song. I used to listen also, this is super weird. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater has a great soundtrack, but I used to mute the thing.
This is also a good point.
Fleeing back to there you go. That's a good one.
With Biff Tannen. Yep.
The song is a great Fly Away on My Zephyr. I love.
Yeah, so I'm interested how this is going to go. Hey, boys, it is time.
It's Veda time.
It's time for the Benjamins. Let's go. So all about the Benjamins is a way to get our honorable mentions in, and the way to get our honorable mentions in is through All About the Benjamins, and that basically is we're going to play a fun little game. We're going to do a draft style. That's one of the things on our spin wheel is drafting against each other. It's kind of like a Benjamins game. But so if you come and see us at Augusta Video Game Expo or one of the other ones, you can spin it. We can go back and forth with a little draft. But you're first, Ray, and then so it's the same order. It's going to be Ray, David, me, and then Andy. But in the second round, it's backwards. It's Andy, me, David, Ray, and then Ray. You know how we're doing it. So snake draft, and it's coming back. So Ray, that means you get first pick and last pick. Here's the cool thing. And I don't know that you will because of some of the picks that you've made, but we cannot pick anything that's already been picked. And once something is picked, it's off the board. So, that drum battle is pretty legit. So, you have what is the one that just missed your mountain? The reason we call it Benjamin Franklin's is because Benjamin Franklin was widely considered the fifth guy on the mountain, and he didn't get it, so he just missed the mountain. So, what missed your mountain?
Say that again.
Benjamin Franklin, they thought he was going to be the 5th guy on the Mount Rushmore. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but he didn't get on it, which means he was kind of an honorable mention of the mountain. So what just missed your mountain?
Well, my first honorable mention is another oddball pick. It's another Japanese band called Alexandros.
Sirs, I haven't. Look.
And since I'm a huge fan of Gundam, and they did a theme song for one of the recent Gundam series that is part of like the main timeline. And there's actually a meme attached to that song, which is pretty funny. It's a meme of a guy with a pumpkin on his head dancing in a graveyard.
Dude, I am excited about this this Spotify playlist that we're gonna have, so I can hear some of this stuff. Dude, that's gonna be awesome. Awesome. Send me that meme, Mecha. Send me the meme. Hey, Mariano asked if I played Rayman Origins. I haven't played Origins, but I have played several Rayman games. I was looking this up to make sure I hadn't played it. It's on the Wii. It's on Xbox 360. I haven't played this one, but
it's on the PlayStation Vita. It's on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, I've played several of these. I haven't played Origins.
On the 3DS as well.
It looks real fun, Mariano.
I love Rayman Origins.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, David, you're up. Can't pick Alejandros. Was that? Say it again.
It's Alexandros. It's basically like Alexander.
That was nowhere near anything, but my 5th, 6th, and 7th picks are already gone. So I cannot pick Nirvana, Weezer, or Fall Out Boy.
Okay, so where are you going?
So we're gonna go grunge to a South African artist named Seether.
Good pick.
Good pick, man. Good
like
pick.
that.
Seether is fantastic. But there's still 2 more really good grunge bands, and you left both of them out there. Hopefully they're gone before I get my next pick. That means Andy's taking one of them. But I'm going to take... again, look. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going Soundgarden. I'm going Chris Cornell. I mean, Black Hole Sun. I'm going... dude, he's literally... probably the best voice in music ever. Ever. If you haven't heard the cover of Sinead O'Connor, if you haven't heard that,
you like
what are we doing? And so then not only was he amazing in that, but he had 2 other amazing bands. Dude, Chris, and also another guy that died way too soon. So another tormented soul that just is ridiculous. Soundgarden.
Yeah, you guys, you knew it was going to be picked because it was going to be one of the 2 there. I'm going Alice in Chains. We have to put him out there. He's the other side.
Never heard of Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains has to get picked, dude. Nutshell might be one of the greatest songs of all time.
Dude, and listen, so when I said, let's rewind. When I said there's 4 or 5 bands that are fighting for 4, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and gosh, I've drawn a blank of what I even picked. Smashing Pumpkins. All 4 of them to me were 4-1, 4B, 4C, 4D. So there you go, dude. When I want to chill, I turn a nutshell. Yeah, dude. Alice in Chains.
There's this channel, and there's this Instagram page that I've like scrolled across randomly, and it's like 10 out of 10 bleed out spot or whatever, and it's always like a guy like crawling up to the top of a mountain, and Nutshell plays over every one of his videos, and it just shows like a great view. I don't know why I always think of bleeding out on top of a mountain when I hear Nutshell now, but love that song. And then obviously all their other songs, Wood, Rooster. I mean,
dude, Rooster.
These are great picks.
You know, so
all right, Andy, you get one more because it's a back-to-back chat.
This one's I don't think would get picked by. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this one is a nod to my wife as well, and she absolutely loves this band. I love them. They don't sound like anybody else that's out there. Are they new metal? Are they rock? Are they soft rock? Are they rap? Are they? I don't know what they are, but I'm going with Incubus.
Dude, that was on Aaron's.
Incubus is an absolute
Mr. Brown's pick was Incubus. Hey man,
Nice.
I am ecstatic. I missed out of my top 7. I've only missed one. Okay, and that was Alice in Chains. Alice in Chains, man. Hey, so my next pick, 100 million % is Stone Temple Pilots. Freaking The Crow, man. The Crow soundtrack, dude. The freaking. Oh, look, here's one, Andy. We actually talked about this. This band, to me, is polarizing.
You don't love them.
I only like the one hit.
You like the song.
Andy tells me they have way more than one hit, but I only like the one hit. It's just polarizing.
One hit. I mean, they've got like 3.
But that one hit is a banger. It's so good. All right, Incubus, good pick. But yeah, I'm going Stone Temple Pilots. Interstate Love Song is awesome. I saw him with. Here's a good one. Obviously, Dave Matthews was there every time. That's a funny thing. Where Dave Matthews never sung a song where he needs to dance.
No song's worth doing this.
But Dave Matthews was always at the come on, Andy, help me out. The what's the fest? Jazz Fest. He was always at Jazz Fest for whatever reason. And I went to Jazz Fest, and it was Dave Matthews, and then funny enough, Mystical, and then Stone Temple Pilots. And dude, that was one of the funnest concerts I ever went to. I mean, but Jazz Fest is just awesome in itself.
All right,
you guys like grunge? Check out Sloth Rust. Yep, I'm gonna check that out. Sloth Rust. Let's put that on the list. All right, Andy.
David, we're up to you. What's your next Benjamin?
I'm gonna go before I get to my next pick. You mentioned Dave Matthews, and when I was in school 24 years ago in college, they ran someone tried to come up with a campaign slogan for me because my last name's Bryant. They say he may not be Dave Matthews and he may not be Kobe Bryant, but we have David Bryant on for SGA Vice President.
That's good. Hey, this is the quote of the night right here. Here's the quote of the night. Side note: I saw Creed last night at the Houston Rodeo, and it was amazing.
Did they take
him higher?
Yes.
Did you walk in the Golden's wide world? Come on.
All right, back to what we're doing.
Yes.
I'm a follow Seether with Evanescence.
Yeah, good job. Good 1-2 punch there. That's a little zoom.
Yeah, Evanescence. She
Evanescence
is my favorite female voice.
I would say Amy Lee just speaks for herself.
I was fully convinced I was going to marry Amy Lee. Right.
Funny thing about that, my very first pit cryo show, the lead singer kind of reminds me of Evanescence lead singer.
Nice.
They're almost very similar, like both in their voice and in how they look.
Dude,
I think everybody
feel this right here in your bones.
Come on, Scott.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, one of the things I would say about Amy Lee, about Evanescence, is that everybody looks at Evanescence as the emo pop, the emo rock band, but nobody talks about the clear and almost great soprano voice that Amy Lee actually has.
Oh yeah.
If nobody is my name, then yes, I'm saying that because dude, her voice is amazing. It's one of my
that song.
Definitely.
That song, what's the My Immortal, is just crazy good. Crazy good. Anyway, great pick. I love that. Evanescence. All right, Ray, you get back-to-back picks now. You get two picks here.
Well, to get this off the board, my next pick is going to be Paramore.
Andy, I know you're happy about that one.
There's a reason it's not mentioned tonight, but that's why. But I fully support this pick.
One of my daughter's
I like
favorites.
Haley Williams' voice.
Oh,
She's a beautiful singer.
oh, absolutely. Yeah. Good
And
job.
then
And then another pick.
I'd say my next pick kind of go bouncing off of one of my earlier picks with Fall Out Boy. Go with one of the bands that's closely related to them. That's Panic at the Disco.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. They were discovered
That
by-
was actually my
That's
next
it.
pick.
I never could get into Panic at the Disco.
Yeah,
There's a few songs that I like.
It's
I like 9 in the Afternoon. That is a great song.
there are some tough songs to get into, but they do have good voices and good music.
Oh, look, I don't doubt Brandon.
Well, it was Brendan Urie, and then he kind of became a solo thing, keeping the same name until he finally just decided to give up the career to focus on family.
His song in Frozen 2 is the reason why I believe Frozen 2 is a better movie than Frozen 1. And it's
Just for the song alone.
Into the Unknown.
Into the Unknown is like
Yeah, his vocals on that song. I almost said vocals.
Voicals.
But his vocals on that
Don't
song
think.
is pretty good.
yeah, that's a good pick. Those are two good picks right there. Of course,
That's two bangers.
I'm digging the Paramount.
All right. So we're in the third round. David.
I'm gonna go down. I was gonna pick another emo group, and I'm gonna go to something else here. I'm surprised no one has mentioned Coldplay.
Good pick.
Nice pick. Nice pick. It's on my list. Yeah,
To me is like the YouTube pick. They're very YouTube.
they're very YouTube. They're very YouTube.
But I love it. I love it. I mean, I love. Listen, the science.
They have a song called My Universe that they did with the Korean boy band BTS.
There you go. Nice. I did not know that.
Well, awesome. So I'm going to go with this guy. I used to hate his guts because he was married to my wife for a little bit. I'm going with Bush. Yeah, I'm going with Bush. I love this band.
Huh?
Yeah, man. I wanted to marry Gwen Stefani.
This
That
is
was mine.
proof
That was mine.
Grunge can make it across the pond. This is the proof.
Yep. So I'm going Bush. Bush.
I had
Dear.
One was one of the first albums that I. That's a great album. All right, cool.
Andy, you got two picks.
My
And
last
depending
pick-
how you go is what I'm going to do with my next pick.
I literally have 12,000 that I can pick here. Let's throw them out there because it was put in the comments earlier in the chat, and as they should be mentioned, and they absolutely should be. Let's go with Jerry Had a Race Car Driver. Give me Primus.
Really?
That
Dude,
bass line in my name is
Number one bass player in the world.
Les Claypool has to.
Les Claypool. Les Claypool.
So we don't need any more Claypool. We just need less Claypool. Is what we need. And I mean, for my last pick, yeah, let's clip
Thank
that.
you,
Let's
Iowa
clip
Retro Gamer Dad, for that.
that. Yeah. So
My name is Mud. Oh, Barry's in the house. My name is Mud.
not to be confused with, and then he rattles off a couple different names there. But yeah, dude, Jerry Had a Race Car Driver. Why known as Big Brown Beaver is one of my.
Whoa.
We're gonna clip a few of these little things together.
You're gonna be a meme of doing that.
But go listen to that
Cliff
song.
Burton. Yeah, Cliff Burton for sure.
One day, you know that Beaver tried to leave her, so he caged her. I love Primus. Anyway, my last pick. Let's do this. You said Aaron had Incubus on his, right? Well, I'm going to go with Aaron's George. Let's pick the White Stripes. Let's put them out there.
Wow.
Make the list of the alternative bands.
That's his favorite band of all
Listen,
time.
I love a lot of songs. Seven Nation Army is one of the most iconic songs now of all time.
Dang, man, you left me some great.
My favorite song, real quick, by White Stripes.
Man.
The Hardest Button to Button. I don't know why, but I love that song. Anyway, there's my last pick today.
All right. Well, I've got 5 bands to pick one. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the holistic part
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Candlebox.
Okay, wow. I didn't think we would go there, but that's a great pick.
I'm going to go Candlebox. Great band. Great band.
But I'll never made a way out now, baby. I love Candlebox. Great pick. All right. David, your last pick.
I could go emo. I could go older rock. I could go 90s or 2000s.
You should go emo.
Emo?
I mean, if I had to pick, I think you should.
Well, if we go emo, it has to be one of my daughter's other favorite bands. We've already mentioned Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy. And, now we're going to mention My Chemical Romance.
That's why I love you, David.
That is wild that we're mentioning Nirvana and My Chemical Romance in the same show.
This is a great pick.
And I had three others that I could go with. And
one right there, Iowa, was one of the four I was about to pick.
I'm glad you didn't pick them. They, ironically,
their name sucks, right?
They suck live. I mean, they were not good live. If you're named live, be good live.
Was the auto tuner off, Andy?
Well, I will say it's probably because of the bill they were on. They played with Collective Soul.
Well, that was one of the four left.
And Collective Soul is fantastic.
That's three of the four. There's one more. Can we name out the fourth one?
Yeah. All right. So, Ray, you get the final pick of the entire draft. Last Benjamin, what we got?
Well, this one almost was my George until I remembered Karma from Tales of the Abyss. So this is a band that is contracted under Fueled by Ramen, which was founded by Pete Wentz of Fall Out Boy. This is another Japanese rock band called One OK Rock.
Okay. I did not realize that. That is awesome.
What a great show.
And if you guys are a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, they did one of the theme songs for Sonic Frontiers.
Okay, nice.
All right.
Nice.
Bringing in the factoids. I love it. I love it.
Speaking of factoids.
Oh.
I've got three great bands here that didn't even make the cut. That's sad.
Well, I've got plenty. I got 50
about 1,000 right here.
I'm glad Iowa
these are just on my
there. What y'all don't know is I'm texting Iowa to say, hey, say this band for me real quick. So, no, I'm not doing that. But he is saying all of them. There is one other one that, man, they're probably going to go on my underrated. So I'm going to hold off to them. They're going to probably be in my underrated.
Okay. We got a lot.
Yeah, I told you they had two. Andy, I told you I had two alternative bands that had.
There. Veteran move in the chat.
Wait, now, Andy.
That's a chat.
Andy. See, when I said, depending on how you go is where I go, and I decided not to pick that one because I thought you would pick that one, and then I was reminded that you want to do a different band throughout, and I know that's coming up later in the year because that's your favorite band of all time, next to Kiss. So, and Paramore. So if you hadn't mentioned either one of those tonight, then there's a reason.
Yeah, there's reasons for everything. And the reason is you.
All American Rejects, that's a good pick. Here. No, I'm gonna save mine for underrated. It's definitely going in underrated. All right. So with that being said, hey, we're gonna try a new segment. Back in the day, we used to, instead of doing all about the Benjamins, we would do different segments each week. We wouldn't do Benjamins every week. And that's a good one. That's a good one. That wasn't even on my radar but that's more 2000s again. And I stopped at about 2000.
Yeah. Huba's great.
What you got ready?
That one might go under underrated too.
Huba could go underrated for sure.
Thing.
I do want to say that these were some really good picks. I know you guys want to do another segment. It is actually getting pretty late for me.
No problem.
Because I do have to wake up early in the morning.
Yeah.
No problem,
and
man.
it's been a pleasure to be on the Rushmore show. I really enjoyed
Dude, we
my
appreciate
time.
it. But hey, before you go, tell everybody where to find you, what you've got going on, what's your channel all about? Good Charlotte, good pick. Probably going to show up later in the year. Yeah, good pick. Tell everybody about your place of creation.
Well, I primarily create content here on YouTube, talking about like JRPGs, fighting games, other genres that I'm into. I am going to be working on a video for the Rayman series coming out this weekend.
Where's Mariano? He needs to come watch.
And I also do post on Instagram, but that's more of a private account where I share my hobbies. But you guys are more than welcome to follow me there on Instagram. I leave the links to all my socials in the descriptions of my videos. I try to post at least one full video a week, and in between, I post like some shorts. My shorts have been getting a lot more views than lately, so I really do appreciate that. I'm very close to hitting 1,000 subs, so that's really cool.
So Bryce is telling you thank you for coming on. He loves you. Blah 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 blah. We all love you, dude.
Bryce is an awesome guy. He is truly an amazing person.
Bryce dropped your channel, and
Thank you, Bryce.
Everybody go to
Bryce.
MechaOtakuGamer. Make it worth his while. Come back and visit us again. And dude, we appreciate it. We will see you on the flip side. But David, if you're going to hang out for us, it's just going to be around.
Well, you guys have a good night. I'm going to head out.
Good night.
Take care, Ray. Great to meet you.
Great.
Nice meeting you, David.
Nice meeting you, sir.
Yep. All right. So here's the deal. Later, Ray. Here's the deal. I've got like 60 questions now because the first set were too easy. Let's do this. I'm going to ask both. I'll ask David. I'll ask you first. I'm going to ask you 10 questions and see how many you can get right, and then I'm going to give Andy 10 questions, see if he can beat you.
Okay. All right.
So
questions, right? I don't need to mute myself. This is not. It's a different set of questions. Is that right?
It's going to be a different set.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure I didn't need to leave the room.
Do I get to choose between set A or set B?
Okay.
No. I'm just going to randomly ask out of these. All right. So I'll give you 5 from the set A and 5 from set B. That's the beginning.
Okay.
All right. So set A is pretty easy. I think I know all of them. Maybe.
I hope I know some because I can embarrass myself real easily.
All right, so let's just start. I'm just going to go. You're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in both lists, and Andy's going to get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in both lists. That's just how it is. So there's no cheating and picking. All right, so question number 1. Before forming Foo Fighters, David Grohl played drums for which Washington D.C. hardcore band? A. Minor Threat, B. Fugazi, C. Scream, or D. Bad Brains.
This is not my cup. This is not my cup of tea. Andy's gonna know all 20 of these, and I'm not gonna know any of them.
Andy, you want to get the steal?
Hey, couldn't you?
Hold on. What?
Couldn't you give me a classical music question about Bach, Beethoven, Handel, or Haydn? I mean,
Bill's almost classical now.
Yeah, he's almost. Andy, you want to get the steal?
Give me the options again.
Minor Threat, Fugazi, Scream, and Bad Brains.
So I actually don't know this one, but I think I remember hearing Minor Threat sounds like it.
It's Scream.
Scream, okay.
Scream, C. All right, so, David, the Pearl Jam song, Jeremy, inspired by a real-life incident that occurred in what U.S. state? Texas, Washington, California, or Indiana? A, B, C, or D?
I'm gonna say Texas. I don't know.
The answer is...
Does Andy? If it's wrong, does Andy know?
What were the options again?
It's Texas, Washington, California, or Indiana?
Indiana.
Indiana is the answer. For the steal. All right. So you're on the hard side right now. There's some easier ones, I promise. Chris Cornell was also the lead singer of which supergroup formed in 2001? A. Temple of the Dog, B, Velvet Revolver, C, Audio Slave, and D, Mad Season. This is a kind of a tricky question for one reason, but which one do you think it is?
Dear. Gosh, in 2001, I was playing in orchestra, taking piano lessons, and doing recital lab at college. And listening to Phillips, Craig, and Dean on Christian radio.
This band is not played on Christian radio.
No,
This band is not.
definitely not. What are the options again?
Temple of the Dog, Velvet Revolver, Audio Slave, or Mad Season?
I'm going to go with Audio Slave. I'll take C.
Audio Slave for the win. He also was in Temple of the
I got
Dog.
one.
He was also Temple of the Dog, but that was in a different year. That's why it was kind of a tricky question there. All right, so which Smashing Pumpkins guitarist left the band during Melancholy Tour due to drug issues?
Oh,
James
God.
Iha, Jeff Schrader, Billy Corgan, or Jimmy Chamberlain?
What are the options again?
James, Jeff, Billy, or Jimmy?
Was it Jeff? I don't think it was Billy.
Well, I hope it's not Billy, but
Exactly.
It is not Jeff.
Andy, do you know?
James.
It was Jimmy Chamberlain.
Well, he goes by James.
Well, there's two James. There's James Iha, and there's Jimmy Chamberlain. So he was a James too, probably. Last question for the hard side there, Dave.
These are tough. These are really tough.
These are tough. Well, I said make them harder. Which band? Oh, here you go. Here you go. I hope you know this one.
I hope
This
I
one.
know it too. But again, some of this is
Which
not my
band
wheelhouse.
recorded the 1996 song Popular? Was it A, Harvey Danger, B, Not a Surf, C, Cake, or D, The Toadies?
What was the song title?
What was the song again?
Popular.
Popular.
Andy, take a guess because I have no
Give me
clue.
the options again.
Harvey Danger, Not a Surf, Cake,
Not a surf.
or Toadies?
Not a
It
surf.
was Not a Surf. Not
Yeah.
a Surf. All right, let me give you the easy ones now.
All right.
Scrolling back.
Some of these may not be easy for me.
Yeah, definitely Not a Surf. Definitely Not a Surf. All right. Which band released the landmark grunge album Nevermind in 1991? Soundgarden, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, or Alice in Chains?
Oh, good gosh.
Nevermind. These aren't as easy.
No, because this was not the music I was listening to early in life. I was listening to 50s, 60s, and 70s music.
Yeah. This is a pretty famous album.
I'm sure it is, and as soon as someone tells me the answer, I'm gonna just proverbially shoot myself in the foot here. But this is not my. I mean, I like some of this stuff, but this is not the stuff I normally listen to. What are the choices again? Is it Nirvana?
Nirvana. Winner.
Give him the credit. Don't give it to
Winner.
me. I'm just gonna.
All right. Who was the lead singer of Pearl Jam? Eddie Vedder, Scott Weiland, Chris Cornell, or Lane Staley?
Andy,
I said his name plenty times.
I'm sure you did.
Can't find a Vedder man.
The
It's
Vedder
Eddie
Man.
Eddie Vedder.
All right. Which band recorded the song Black Hole Sun? Stone Temple Pilots, Soundgarden, Bush,
Soundgarden.
Live.
Soundgarden. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
That one I knew.
Hey! And which band released Melancholy and Infinite Sadness in 95? Smashing Pumpkins, Radiohead, Weezer, or Oasis?
Or what's the song again?
Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness in 1995.
Was it Oasis?
Smashing Pumpkins,
Smashing
Radiohead,
Pumpkins.
Weezer, or Oasis?
It was Billy Corgan. Okay.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Smashing Pumpkins. Last one. Which band recorded a hit, All the Small Things?
Linkin
Green
Park.
Day, Blink 182,
Linkin-
Sum 41, or the
Blink 182.
Blink 182.
Linkin
All
Park.
right, I'm gonna stay on the easy ones for you, Andy. So how many did you get? You got 4? I think you got 4. All right, here's your easy side, Andy. Which band recorded the hit? Oh no, I just said that one. Dave, please. Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl formed which band after Nirvana ended? Foo Fighters, Queens of the Stone Age, Stone Temple Pilots, or Garbage?
That would be Foo Fighters, although he was in Queens of the Stone Age.
Yes,
He did not
yes.
form that
Which band recorded the hit song "Under the Bridge"? Red Hot Chili
Red Hot Chili
Peppers,
Peppers
Live
did that.
Butch, or Matchbox 20?
I don't even.
He's
need
getting these before the choices are out.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The album 10 was released by which band? Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains,
Pearl Jam
Nirvana, or
Pearl
Soundgarden?
Jam did it.
Yeah.
Which band released the song "Zombie" in 1994?
Cranberries. The Cranberries.
Cranberries, which was C. Garbage, No Doubt, Cranberries, or Hole. And number 5, what band, for the win, Andy, for the win, because this will be number 5. What band recorded the song "Creep" in 1992? Radiohead, Blur, Oasis, or Weezer?
Radiohead for the win.
Radiohead for the win. Now let's see if you can get the 5 ones. Let's see if you can go 10 for 10, Andy. 10 for 10. All right. In the chat, everybody's getting them in the chat.
These are the hard ones now?
Yeah, these are the hard ones. All right, number 6. The band Bush originally formed in which country?
The band what?
Bush originally formed in which country? United States, Australia, England, or Canada?
England.
And the answer is England for the win. That's 6. Let's see. Number 7. 6, 7. Which band released the 1994 album Throwing Copper? A, Live. B, Collective Soul. C, Toad the Wet Sprocket. Or D, Better Than Ezra?
I don't know this one. I don't think it's Collective Soul. That doesn't sound like that. I'm in a process of elimination. I'm going to take them out of that.
You're good with that?
I don't think it's Better Than Ezra. I'm going to throw
You're
them
good
out.
with that. So you're down to Live or Collective Soul.
So we're taking a 50-50.
I'm down between Live and
Collective Soul.
No, Toad the Wet Sprocket, right?
Or Toad the Wet Sprocket.
I'm going to say Toad the Wet Sprocket because I don't think that was Live.
It was Live.
Was it Live? Okay.
That's the one that Lightning Crashes was on.
Hey, I processed it. I got it to 50%.
You got it to 50%. Got it 50%. All right. Let's see. Which band's name was inspired by Nirvana's lyrics? The song "Smells Like Teen Spirit." Was it Foo Fighters? Was it Mudhoney? Was it Toadies? Or was it Veruca Salt?
Band name was inspired by that?
The lyrics include this. The phrase was, "Here we are now, entertain us, I feel stupid and contagious," and the band name themselves comes from, which is from this.
Give me the options again.
Foo Fighters, Mudhoney, Toadies, or Veruca Salt.
Jeez.
Bing, 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 bing,
Toadies?
bing.
I don't know.
It was Veruca Salt.
The Salt.
See, I thought
Charlie and
That's
the
what I
Chocolate.
thought.
I thought they were.
That was
out
my guess,
before
but I
that.
just didn't know.
Which band recorded the alternative rock anthem Possum Kingdom? A, Toadies. B,
Toadies.
Local H.
Toadies.
C,
Toadies.
Sponge, which
Toadies.
you will hear Sponge later in the year. And D, Hum.
Toadies.
Toadies is correct.
Love
Which
that.
band released the 1997 album? I gave this away. I should have held on to my comment earlier. Which band released the 1997 album Urban Hymns featuring Bittersweet Symphony? Blur, Oasis, The Verve, or
The
Trax?
Verve.
The Verve. So you went 8 for
Because they
10,
sing-
Andy.
80%. They also sampled illegally a Rolling Stones song and got in legal trouble for that song. By the way, The
Yep, so
Simpsons.
that was G-Dub's Trivia Night. It's been fun. Hey, David, tell everybody about the Augusta Video Gaming Expo. We will see you there. We're going to play some games. I will see you there. We're going to play some games. We'll do some interviews. We're going to take some pictures. We're going to have a blast. I'm bringing Retro Cannon with me as well.
Awesome.
He's going to be my Andy. So
maybe we can do a quick Rushmore of things to do at a convention or something.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Tell everybody about the con and let's go home.
Well, we're Augusta Video Gaming Exposition. We are in our second year. We've increased our space by about 3 times. We're now going to have panels this year, along with some arcade tournaments and free arcade and console play. We also have a lot of special guests. Earlier, we talked about Michael Thomason and Paul Niemeyer. Kirk's going to be there with the Rushmore show. Obviously, he's going to be doing some stuff at Wasram, who was on earlier, is going to be there as well. We're going to have some local video game and other game developers. And also, I couldn't have done this show without some great local help from some of our local folks and partners who are helping me put together the show, and also some great sponsors who are coming through. The show is March 21st. Doubletree Hotel in Augusta, Georgia. It's conveniently off of I-20 and Interstate 520 in Augusta, Georgia. It's at the hotel's on site, so if you want to come in the night before or stay the day of after the show, you can. You can book the hotel room online. The show starts at 11 a.m. for VIP pass holders and 12 o'clock for general admission. Tickets are $5 for general admission and $10 for VIP. You can purchase them at the door or online in advance. All the information is on the show is on our website at AugustaVideoGamingExposition.com. I'm going to throw that in the chat one more time just so y'all have it. While I'm typing it out right now, I'm still speaking. So if you see me looking to the side, that's me typing on the computer. But again, lots of creators are going to be there. Lots of people doing some filming. Lots of video games. Lots of toys, Funko Pops, comics. We're going to even have a cosplay panel. Hopefully by year 3, we'll actually have a cosplay contest for people who do that. We're going to have trivia. We're going to have free prizes to give out for trivia answers. Again, Kirk's going to be hosting some panels with us. Hopefully, we'll get a Wasroom together with Kirk and maybe Paul to do something together. And then we've got some great artists, some great crafters, some great video game vendors. Also, you'll hear about other conventions in our area from some of our other sponsors. And we're going to have a great time. Again, this is something we don't host conventions in Augusta very often. This is our second one, and that we're building this up, and we're hopefully going to build this up to a great and even better show in the years to come. Please come out. Make sure you find me. I'll be there walking around, probably running around like a chicken with my head cut off, actually. But make sure you come by, say hello, let us know where you're coming from, and come on out and support the show.
I love it. Love it. Hey, I just dropped in the chat, guys, the Spotify playlist from DJ Courageous.
Nice.
So some of those songs are in there. If you guys want to jump in that. Hey, so just want to tell everybody good night. It's almost that 3-hour mark. We're hitting that Joe Rogan status. But a couple things. It is a Saturday, so it's not a Sunday show. So I won't be doing an official Nerd in the Word. But I will have a Nerd in the Word that weekend over my channel that you guys can check out. And I will base it off of Augusta Video Gaming Expo's, their themes and everything going on. So you'll be able to see me at least here online doing that. And we're excited. Andy is still up in the air if he can make it or not. And hopefully he can, because we have a good time together.
Yes.
But I will have Retro Cannon down there, and I can't wait to see Destination Switch, which is Video Game Votary, Marcus. Can't wait to see Bryce. Can't wait to see a Wasroom.
Double Mint Games, RJC Media.
Double Mint
Games 2 weeks they're going to
on
be
my
there.
channel not long ago. They're going to be on. There's Retro Wolf. Can't wait to see those guys.
Yeah, Retro Wolf's really cool.
We'll do some interviews with those guys. They've all been on our show before. And it's going to be a fun time. Kevin, Andy, he says that he's going to send us a message in a minute. Can't wait. But let's get out of here and go home. David, don't go nowhere. Let's talk in the background.
Sure.
Real quick before you head out. Andy, tell everybody good night.
Well, it's been fun. Ray, if you're still out there watching or anything, man, thank you for hopping on. David, always a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you for having me again.
About all this music talk that we're going to be doing over the next several weeks. So you guys have a great night. Thanks for hopping on.
Isaac, man, I wanted to say earlier that you love having you. Dude, I want you. We've got you on that second to last week of movies. I'm going to be reaching out to you in a second, okay? Pokemon has picked their spot, so I think we got where you need to be if you're okay with it. And then, yeah, Religious Fanboy is going to be on soon too. Steven, we'd love to have you back on, man. If you want to be, man, we'd love to have you back on. Flipper dude, so awesome, and we can't wait to see you guys. Andy.
Well, let's say goodnight like we always do. This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top 4
and nothing more.